let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safe Liquid Beer for the podcast.
Be right again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the Play Alberta Nielson Show. Let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. The cracker 6 o'clock, I'm logging with some sirloin bites.
We used to, but we have our ways.
Bouchard was excellent tonight.
So I tied an onion to my belt. McDavid again. This time Bouchard one-timer score. Edmonton its first lead of the night. Evan Bouchard puts the Oilers up 4-3. Oh man. Which was the style at the time?
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Hyman of the Edmonton Oilers.
She's so tenacious.
Hope you guys enjoy it.
Revving up his engine, listen to the crowd just roar. No reason for tension, Zach is gonna shoot and score. Hyman's in the scoring zone. Right into the scoring zone. Signed for 7 years, now he's playing by McDavid's side. He's got you jumping out of your seat, cause of that look in his eyes. Hyman's in the scoring zone. He'll take you right into that scoring zone. You know he's gonna score a few. Playing with Connor, it's a top line overload. You'll finally see what he can do. So raise your hands up as high as they can go.
Connor McDavid.
Let me say yeah.
Remember that name.
I got a big shot off this stick of mine. I keep those lanes wide open all the time. Drysidle setting up shop, McDavid's flying. I'll hit the twine when I walk the line. As sure as New G is slick and Kane is tough. We're going all the way this year, enough is enough. And we can play 'em straight or we can play 'em rough. I'm feeling fine when I walk the line.
.09 on a Monday morning. What is up, AM Nasties? Thank you very much for being here today. It is the Nielson Show simulcast over on 95.7 Cruise FM. If you're listening on the radio today, let us know. If you're watching over on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. And if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart, tell your friends that they can stream Edmonton Sports Talk all day long, and we got a busy day for you as we work our way up towards puck drop on Prime as the Edmonton Oilers take on the Ducks 6:30 tonight. GCLD's a pregame show will get going at 5:30 with handsome Tom Gazzola. I see Chris over on the nasty chat says, "Hey Dusty, you boys on location today?" We will be. We're going to be at the Sherwood Park Boston Pizza. 11 Broadway Boulevard for Lock Shop and Oil Stream today. I guess DGen Den's going to have a table there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Duck Dad says he's getting a table for like 6.
Buy him a beer.
Rolling in right at 11 o'clock. Oh, boy, there's too many beers tonight. Only 1 beer per table. Have to share it. All right, let's go. How about Bouchard?
Hey.
Right? Oh, boy.
Conch repping.
A conch for Bouchard, one of the best nights a defenseman's ever had in their entire life. Crazy.
Hey, it just needed a little old hickory.
All we had to do was point out that horrible defensive error that he made last game, and then he lights the world on fire. Incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible. We're going to get to that as we work our way through the show this morning. All those songs you heard right off the top, they are Nielson Show originals or parodies or whatever you want to call them. They're brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters, a family store that takes pride in finding the right fit for you. Visit them at 7430 99th Street or online, www.totemoutfitters.ca. Best and most affordable skate sharpenings in the city. Dave Jameson gets his skates sharpened there. The Nielsen Show is brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Yes, it is brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Do business with best in the biz. And that's exactly what they are. Get a new train furnace now, if I may. That's a train whistle. And get 15% off any additional mechanical systems done at the same time. Air conditioner, heat pump, hot water tank, garage heater. 15% off plus no interest for 24 months. Visit weiss-johnson.com today to book your estimate. Paris Jewelers inbox is moving along nicely. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. There's only one place to shop for Valentine's Day. PJ's. ParisJewelers.com. Canadian family owned. Visit them at West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, and St. Albert Center online. And one of your text messages will end up winning the Royal Pizza. I had it for dinner Saturday night.
Royal Pizza, still making it great.
RoyalPizza.ca. Visit one of their 14 Edmonton area locations.
Is that what you did, or you
I had delivery. Yeah. I had delivery from the Hamptons location, and it was delicious. Finished it yesterday. It was so good.
Introduce your family to the wings?
I would actually, you know what I did, buddy? Now, nobody in my family really eats wings, but I ordered 8 of them for myself. Actually, Tam had one.
Okay.
And then I took down the rest of them.
Nobody eats wings in your household?
Well,
I know kids in there, but Tammy?
No, Tam's never been a wing person. And then the kids are 8 and 10. I don't know if kids are crushing chicken wings at that age. But I got them again. They were so good on Wednesday. I sitting there. I called. I ordered a medium meat lovers. I'm like, okay, we're good. And then he's like, would you like any wings with your order?
Oh, he asked you.
And I was like, yes, I would. 8 salt and pepper.
Funny you ask.
Yeah. It was delicious. It was good. Anyway, Royal Pizza. The wings are so great.
Order them in denominations of 8.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see here.
Royal Pizza.
Order wings 8 at a time. I don't know if that works. All right. Anyway, keep those texts coming in. There's lots to get to right off the top here. Obviously, Evan Bouchard with just an incredible night. We'll hit on this multiple times as we work our way through the show today. But one of the best games that a defenseman has had in NHL history.
I'd say in all of sport.
6 points for Bouch on Saturday.
His 400th game.
What a way.
Which just...
That's when defensemen hit. Remember, they always say, a defenseman needs to play 400 games before you know who they are. Well, that's good news because it sounds like Bouch is Bobby Orr, basically.
Friday, we had no idea. 399. Yeah. We had no idea what we had. 400 Saturday night.
Only 2 defensemen in the history of the game have ever had multiple 6-point games. Paul Coffey had 2 of them. Bobby Orr had 4 of them. Bobby Orr had 5 of them. So he's a bit of a freak. But Evan Bouchard, here's the scary thing. He could have had more. He could have had 7 or 8 points that night, man. Or at least 6 or 7. He was buzzing. He was buzzing. He had some pretty good looks that he wasn't able to bury. And then, so we were talking about this morning from the start. We're like, man, we put the picture up of him, allowing Mantha to go right to the net. We're like, this is why he's not on the Olympic team. Yeah. And Trev comes in today and he goes, hey, that was weird that we did that. But that's why he's not on the Olympic team. Right, like his offensive game obviously should. And you're telling me Evan Bouchard is not better than Sanheim, and he's definitely better than Parayko. He's not better than 50-year-old Drew Doughty. Of course he is. So why is he not on the team? And it's because of those defensive breakdowns. The other guys have them too. I mean, he's kind of. I want to ask Dreger today if a Canadian defenseman gets hurt before the Olympics, is Bouchard next man up? Because they just ran it back anyway. We're going to get into that a little bit. But the only thing I think that keeps him off the team is mistakes like the one we pointed out on Friday. Because, he's been having a pretty damn good season. He stepped up in big moments in the playoffs. And then it's these glaring mistakes that stand out so much that must be why Hockey Canada is like, we want nothing to do with him. Like,
pissed somebody off.
Maybe that's what it was.
Outside of that, I don't know what else it could be.
Yeah. It's ridiculous stuff. All right, we're going to lay out the show for you in just a second. We'll get to your morning announcements coming up as well. Another thing that popped up right before we went on the show, Trev was singing Let It Go again. He turned on the light, and then he was like, oh, I love the light. It's so warm. And then I said, you're like Olaf from Frozen. And then he started singing Let It Go again. And then I said, you should sing Let It Go at the Estes.
Or an AI song about him singing.
Yeah.
Let it go,
Exception.
Let it go. It's
Trev,
not happening.
Trev, you're the voice of an angel. Why would you not sing Let It Go at the Estes?
I know I do.
How many likes?
No, it's not a like thing.
How many likes?
That'll be the most embarrassing thing of my life. That's not happening.
It would take you to another level.
No, everyone would be pointing and laughing at me.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Man,
You said it was the most funniest thing, ridiculous thing I'd ever seen in my entire life.
I wouldn't be pointing and laughing. I'd be laughing and clapping. There's a difference. Yes, there is. No. There's a full difference.
No, I don't know.
Ice Cube rapped in front of everybody at the Estes.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah.
You in your suit. Just a boy and a mic up on the stage.
Let it go. That would be crazy.
Come on, man.
Just let it go.
Let's do it.
Happening.
Let's do it.
No. That is for you and you only. In this studio. I can't do it. I've got stage fright.
But there's only one way to get over, bud. It's to step up on that stage, sing Let It Go to 200 nasties at the Estes.
It's not happening.
The Garneau Theater was made for you to sing Let It Go at the Estes. That's my career goal now.
It's not happening. I know, you were big
it's
on
right
that.
up there. Yeah.
And then it
you know every
stopped.
word. You know every word.
I know I do.
You shouldn't have started singing today. I totally forgotten about it, but I really want that to happen. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Oilers get the Ducks tonight. The Ducks lost, 9 in a row? And now they've won 7 in a row? What a weird group of guys.
They're hot. Yeah. Point back of the Oilers with the game in hand.
This is a big one tonight. This is what they like to call in the business 4-point game.
Yeah, and Vegas have been fading as of late too. Oilers just 2 points back of them. So
and Vegas is 2 games.
2 games in hand.
Still,
so it's all.
Well, that's a big one. That's a big one. Hey, you know what else happened over the weekend? You'll never believe it, boys. Years later, it reared its ugly head again. Friday morning, I think it was Friday. Yeah, it must have been Friday morning. The basement toilet tank didn't refill. And I thought, what's going on here? Sure enough, because it was cold last week, right? Remember the few days there, Meister? Apparently, the water line to the basement toilet froze again. And you know what I had to do? I had to pull the space heater. I pulled the space heater out of the old storage, and I plugged it in again, cranked it to 30, closed the door, turned on the bathroom fan, left it overnight. Problem solved.
Yada yada. Another kid in 9 months.
Space heater goes 2 for 2. I called my dad. I was like, man, I think that toilet line's frozen again. He said, we're gonna have to tear apart the whole basement. I said, well, what do you think if I just try the space heater again? He goes, well, I'd be pretty surprised if it worked a second time. Sure enough, man, it worked again. So if your basement water line freezes, just put a space heater in your bathroom, turn on your bathroom fan, leave it on overnight, and all your problems are solved.
HR Daddy so wants to tear up.
He's ready to go.
I see him on the phone and like yelling to your mom,
get the saw.
Let's go.
Get the saw. We're gonna go cut the wall down. Yeah, it was pretty good. Dr. J texts in and says it froze again. Let it go. Let it go. Come on, Trev. Don't hold yourself back anymore. Let it go. Let your stage fright go. Hey, come on, buddy. If you don't sing it, I'll have to sing it.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
You're way better than me.
Oh. No. I'd like to see that.
Do it for me, my man.
You and the kids. That'd be a good
you know what? I'll let Muzz go up with
experience.
you. She'll sing it with you.
Oh, yeah.
She'd love that.
I think you could do this. This is something. It's
no, this is your song, man. This is your highlight. All right, morning announcements coming up. We're going to dive into all the NFL action yesterday. Oh, I am just so excited about this Super Bowl. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be so much fun.
I'd like to congratulate the Patriots on yet another Super Bowl win.
Yeah, I'm really happy that
is going to happen.
I'm really happy that the people of Boston have a chance to cheer for another championship. That's so great.
It really is the world against New England.
Yeah,
is this like that's pretty much? Are we all dressing up as 12s?
Well, I also hate the Seahawks.
No, I know, but I mean,
this is the problem. I don't like either of these franchises. I hate this Super Bowl. And congratulations to Seahawks fans and Patriots fans. You know, it's incredible for you. That's
Darnold.
great. That's the only soft spot I have in this whole thing.
JSN.
I mean, I like JSN, but I not as much as I dislike the Seahawks.
Jake Bobo.
No, the only way I already said to Tam last night. I said just a heads up. I mean, I am placing a massive wager on something in this game, so I have any sort of reason to be emotionally tied to it. Right? If I don't have a bet on this game, I am not going to care at all about this Super Bowl. I will be using my game sets, but I will also be heavily invested in the game in hopes of actually finding a way to care about it. Sam Darnold would be, if I had the list of small reasons why I might care,
like
the Sam Darnold story in general would probably win me over.
It's not the Seahawks of like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they're
no, but you know what's going to happen is that they're going to roll Marshawn Lynch out everywhere for Super Bowl week. That's going to be great. You know, it's just going to be, we're going to be rehashing a Super Bowl from 11 or 12 years ago or whatever it was.
Chris Carter tweeted out last night, hell of a win by Seattle and congratulations to Sam Darnell.
Vance Van Vandervan says the Super Bowl is the equivalent of a Calgary-Toronto Grey Cup, at least for me anyways. 780-218-9999. Morgan says, I'm tired of hearing about the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Who we really need is the Chiefs. Like, at least back with the Chiefs, I had a team I wanted to cheer against. Now it's just two teams I want to cheer against. So now it's like, how do I
Eagles either? Like, I mean,
no, but I wanted the Chiefs to lose.
Yeah.
I don't love the Eagles, but
see now, okay, I'm in your.
I have no.
So
you are on board with the Seahawks.
I have nothing against the NFC West. I'm fully on board with the Seahawks.
I'm totally undetermined
I have stake
right
in this game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Seahawks winning in the 49ers stadium, like when you talk about like division rivalries and everything, that's sweet. Like Niners fans are already like on tilt.
Oh, they're probably.
Like, you can't have that happen, right?
All right, so we'll dive into that football game or the weekend a little bit.
You can't win a football
more.
Championship in your rival's stadium, right? You can't let those things happen.
They can't happen, can it?
It's a travesty.
It just happened. It just happened with the Riders and the Bombers. That's what he's doing. He's doing a bit there. Tales of the North coming up here at 6:30. Good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. That's on the way. Darren Dreger will be at GS Construction Hockey Insider today. We'll dive into Bouchard's big night there. Play Alberta early bird bet today. The Oilers are a pretty significant favorite in this hockey game tonight. We'll dive into that a little bit. Super Bowl line is set. It's already moving. It opened up at Seahawks -5 last night. I'm looking at a 4.5 this morning with our title sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk over at playalberta.ca. That's a good for the Italian Center. Probably got to go back to Bouchard's big night there as well. Then Mike Tanier from Two Deep Zone will help us recap the weekend and give us a very early look ahead to the Super Bowl. Phillip Rivers is out for the Bills head coaching job, taking himself out of the conversation. So there's that.
But now they have to wait on Clint Kubiak.
That's what
because they didn't get him in a certain window, so now they got to wait 2 weeks. They could have interviewed him. There was a window that passed, and now they're screwed.
Take advantage of it.
They've interviewed 56 people already.
No, they haven't. I thought maybe that's true.
No, it's
okay, yeah.
3 a day.
I thought if you looked it up, that might be close.
Could be true, yeah.
Kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's. We've hit 15 in a row. 3 questions too many for Park Mazda. Gager will join us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. And the wrap for William Huff. Of course, the 6 o'clock hour of the Nielson Show brought to you by the crew over at Ewell.
Ewell, your partner in power.
Brought to you by Ewell, your power play specialist. Ewell has the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations. And you can order online anytime. Ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. Your morning announcements. We can come back around to this football games. We will as we work our way through the show. But you watch the guy climb that skyscraper on Netflix?
No. To me, that's a snuff film. You people are sick.
Alex Honnold, I believe was his name. He climbed Taipei 101 on Netflix live.
Untethered.
And it was, no ropes. What was it, 1,600 feet?
He did have the chalk bag. I'd like to see him do that with no chalk.
I kept wondering, is the chalk bag going to run out at some point?
Well, what if it falls? What if something like...
I was wondering if they refilled... I was watching to see if when he got to some of those levels,
a pit stop. Yeah.
Could he refill the chalk bag? Every time he reached in there, I just thought, this is a magical bag. How much chalk is in there? But it was pretty impressive. Scary as hell, though.
Yeah.
Like, when he got to the top, spoiler alert, he makes it. He got to the top, and when I was looking at this small little round top, I said, you're not going to stand on that thing.
Yeah, with the little antenna.
And then he does. And he takes a selfie. The wind's blowing his shirt like crazy.
Say, and I quote, sick.
Yeah. He goes, so sick. I'm really tired. My arms are sore. Of course your arm is sore. You just climbed, I think it's the 6th tallest building in the world, or the 4th tallest building in the world. So this guy, I couldn't, there was a couple of moments when he just sort of gets to a level and then just stands on the edge and looks over. I even watched it on TV. I was sick to my stomach. I was like, what are you doing, man? Stay focused. Get against the bloody wall. So then I dive into this guy a little bit more over the weekend, and this was a breeze for him.
Yeah.
Like there was actually things to grab onto here. He climbed, what do they call it? El Capitan, which people like struggle forever to climb with ropes.
What did he climb?
El Capitan. I think that's what it's called.
I
Why are you guys laughing at my El
We got to
Capitan?
get an El Capitan count on the show today. How many times
he climbed El Capitan? And then some people, I think the cool people call it El Cap.
El Cap.
Anyway, he climbed it without ropes. He free soloed it. There's a documentary about it. And but that thing looked 10 times as dangerous as this building that he climbed. Like he is. It looks like he's living in a simulation where you can't die. I mean, it's the climbing of El Capitan definitely looked 10 times more difficult than what he did at this building. So after I watched part of the documentary of him climbing El Capitan, I'm not as impressed with the building, but man, that was insane.
The building at 40 years old too. Like he's not a spry 22 peak 40 years old. He's a man.
Hey, come after him.
But the building, it was. They asked me, what do you do if you? He goes, well, if I fall, it won't be from the top down. There were layers, I guess.
Yeah.
You'd get to one point, and then there'd be like a bay and a level,
Yeah.
and then so if you fell, I mean, it'd only be a paltry 10 stories instead
Yeah,
of
if you only
50.
you only might die as opposed to 100%
Yeah,
die.
you'll break everything, but
I gotta watch the full documentary of this the free solo documentary. How he climbs that with nothing. I don't know how he does it.
But do you like
he's a freak.
Do you like this stuff? Like,
It freaks me out.
Do you get, I know.
No,
yeah. Okay, watch Fall.
I don't want to watch that.
Watch it. Crave Prime. Watch the film Fall 2022
and Arlington Road.
Blow your. Hey, speaking of which,
did you watch it?
Any update here or what?
Did you give me the DVD?
Oh no, I thought maybe you watched. It's on a streamer, right? It's right
I don't
there
have
for
it. I told you. This is what we're talking about.
Did you drop off the laundry?
No, he didn't.
Oh no,
Bag of laundry.
But actually, you know what? I do have a bunch of laundry piling up.
See, put the DVD in the laundry.
Damn it.
This text says El Capitan is nearly double the height of Taipei 101. Yeah, and with like very few places to legitimately rest. I have to watch that documentary now, but it's gonna creep.
The
me
best part of this, I did but you watch it sped up from a zoomed out.
It looks hilarious,
and he looks like an ant going up,
Yeah.
but he goes so quick. It's that's the entertaining part. No, this was sick. And somebody tweeted an Oiler fan in attendance as well.
Yeah, somebody did tweet us. There was an Oilers fan at the bottom of the building, or at least somebody wearing an Oilers jersey. There was an Oilers jersey spotted at the bottom of the building. So that's a big one. DB says, "Oh yeah, watch Free Solo. Much more impressive and insane than the building." Is that only available like for purchase on YouTube, or does that Free Solo documentary? I watched an 8-minute documentary about the making of the documentary last night, and it looked phenomenal. Even that kind of sucked me in. But
Morgan
is Free
says-
Solo
yeah,
somewhere else? Or?
Yeah, if you know anything about Alex Honnold,
Yeah, I
you
don't.
know this was nothing.
I know nothing
Well,
about him.
It's now the experts are coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah, I'm going to
here,
start
eh?
collecting his
Yeah.
cards. I'm
Go to
looking for the
Wayne's and see
Alex
if-
Honnold Young Gun.
Do we have any climbing? Yeah.
Craig texts in to the Paris Jewelers inbox this morning. Morning, fellas. What a weekend. First time stopping in at Wayne's, then stopped at the Italian Center for a panino. Wow. Hot, too. Got the hot one. What a weekend. Cheers to a good week. Craig, not Button.
Well, Craig's my good from the weekend. I think it doesn't get any better than that.
That sounds
eh?
like an excellent weekend. Burglar's in and says, what do you think that Alex guy was like as a toddler? Climbing cupboards and stuff.
Bone says, Alex, the investment.
Yeah, that's my new... I mean,
Morgan says his book Alone on the Wall is really good too. If you want to dive into his literature.
No, I'm not going to read about somebody climbing when I can go watch them climb.
Maybe there's pictures in it.
I don't know. Sorry, man. Oh, Bill the teacher says it's on Disney Plus.
Hey.
Okay. I am in.
Watch Fall.
We'll see.
Please.
We'll see about that one.
I'll pay you money. I'll give you $10.
Watch
You
Fall.
get him
Do
to
it.
watch. You get him to watch
Watch
Arlington
Fall.
Road, and I'll watch.
Is that
Fall.
how it goes?
That's
Okay.
right.
Watch Fall. Do it.
I'm not listening to you. You won't listen to me with movies. You hate people recommending stuff to you. Also, Trev, you also did say that Alex is your inspiration
Yeah,
as
this
a young
guy?
tree climber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for all the, I am an avid tree climber. This
You
guy
have
is my
posters
idol.
of him up on your.
Yeah, this guy is
wall?
just unreal. I love it. I take it all in.
Could you climb our building?
I think so.
It's only 2 floors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think you could climb this building?
Yes.
Untethered.
I'm a great climber. Not that great, but
If you can't
There's
climb
a-
this building, you have to sing "Let It Go" at the Estes.
okay. I would do it. Yeah.
Really?
If you give me permission.
Well, I'd have to chat with HR Daddy about that. Hey, do you think it's cool if Trev climbs the outside of our building, free solo style?
Absolutely, I'll climb this. I love climbing. That's why, when I was watching this, I wish it wasn't, minus 20 outside.
You got the itch.
Because I just wanted
You're
to go
getting the
climb
itch,
some
yeah.
things. So it was pretty inspirational, pretty cool.
Stantec Tower.
Yeah. I might try.
Well, let's start here. Let's start with our 2-story building, eh? My goodness.
Don't tell anybody.
Climbing El Capitan.
Red, yeah.
Not bad, Red. Not bad at all. All right. We got Tales of the North coming up. We'll take a look at the The Red Hot Ducks with a couple of impressive victories over this little stretch that they've been on, even though the Oilers are a heavy favorite tonight over at Play Alberta. Nielsen Show is brought to you by Weiss Johnson. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we got traffic with Pauline Higgins. We got a couple minutes of commercials, and then you're right back with us. If you're listening online, on TuneIn, on iHeart, over on YouTube, we've got a sports update for you. If you're watching on YouTube, today's a bunch of you over there right now. Hammer the thumbs up for us. Say we'd appreciate it. Let's blow through 100 and Trevor will climb the side of the building. Just kidding. We're 11 away, and I'm going to keep him safe. Last thing I want him is to get hurt before the Esties. Pass the thing. All right, we've got an update for Paramount Flooring. This January, Paramount Flooring wants to give you more with free premium underlay with any in-stock carpet purchase. Are you ready to treat your feet? Visit us in-store or online at Paramount Flooring.
You can still sing with a broken back.
.ca.
Even
more impressive.
Exactly.
Even more impressive. Here's the update.
Super Bowl 60 is set. Sam Darnold tossed 3 touchdowns as the Seahawks would hang on to defeat the Rams 31-27. Seattle reaches its 4th Super Bowl in franchise history earlier in the day. Drake May ran for 68 yards and tossed for 86 in a sloppy 10-7 Patriots victory over the Broncos from Denver. New England advancing to its 12th Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara goes Sunday, February 8th. Oilers back on the ice tonight. They'll host the Ducks. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows here on EST. Coverage begins at 5:30. Ducks yesterday picking up their 7th straight win in overtime. Down in Calgary, Beckett Seneca completes his first career hat trick in overtime. Elsewhere, Brock Nelson also had a hat trick, leading the Avs over the Leafs 4-1. Seattle dumping up New Jersey 4-2. Vegas drop a big one out in Ottawa 7-1 to the Sens. Golden Knights have lost 3 of 4. Penguins have won 4 straight. They defeat the Canucks 3-2, and the Panthers have won 6 of 8, knocking off the Blackhawks 5-1. Oilers Ducks, one of 5 games in the NHL tonight. Ethan McKenzie had a pair of goals and an assist as the Oil Kings defeated the Blades 5-1 down at Rogers Place. Oil Kings back on the ice Wednesday when they visit the Hitmen. Emmanuel quickly had 23 points and 11 boards, leading the Raptors over the Thunder 103-101. Raptors will host the Knicks Wednesday. Lakers visit the Bulls tonight in one of 7 games around the NBA. Over to Mississauga and the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Both Alberta rinks in action last night. The Sturmey rink defeating Northern Ontario 15-5 to improve to 2-1. The Skurlik rink, meanwhile, improved to 1-1 with a 9-3 victory over New Brunswick. Just the one Alberta rink in action later today at noon. Kayla Skurlik's rink will take on Nunavut. Over to golf, Scottie Scheffler dropped 4 birdies on a 6-hole stretch, closing with a 6-under 66 to capture the American Express. He becomes the 2nd fastest player to 20 PGA Tour wins, while Patrick Reed, he closed with an even par 72 for a 4-shot victory at the Dubai Desert Classic. Sports update brought to you by Paramount Flooring. This January, Paramount Flooring wants to give you more with free premium underlay included with any in-stock carpet purchase. Are you ready to treat your feet? Visit us in-store or online, ParamountFlooring.ca.
I got a big shot off this stick of mine. I keep those lanes wide open all the time. Drysidle setting up shop, McDavid's flying. I'll hit the twine when I walk the line. As sure as new G is slick and Kane is tough. We're going all the way this year, enough is enough. And we can play 'em straight or we can play 'em rough. I'm feeling fine when I walk the line.
6:38 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today. You can text us anytime. That'll get you into the Paris Jewelers inbox, and one of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza. It's a text of the day. So keep those coming in. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Changing 100. We're cruising. Was there a 200 like 6 o'clock hour show? That'd be incredible.
Changing 100.
Hey, how can you not be fired up? Game day today. We're gonna get to Tales of the North coming up here in just a moment. Good, bad, and ugly from the weekend as well. And how fired up are you for the Patriots and Seahawks in the Super Bowl? 780-218-9999. We are live today from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. Marinated for 12 hours, hand battered, and it'll absolutely fill you up. Basically anything on the menu at Popeyes will get the job done for you. Shout out to Jared for bringing by the 3-piece bone-in last week on special right now for just $8.
Made quick work of that.
Oh, we were like a couple of vultures on the carcass of I guess, a chicken. Would a vulture eat the carcass of a chicken? It must.
Anything.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's gross.
And nice of Tommy to say we could eat those
sacrifice those chicken sandwiches
very
that
big
we
of
had
him.
already eaten. Yeah. Speaking of Tommy, join Tommy and I. We'll be at the Boston Pizza for Oil Stream today and Lock Shop in Sherwood Park, 11 Broadway Boulevard.
Maybe an El Capitan and Coke.
Join us. Yeah, maybe actually to celebrate. All right, Oilers and Ducks tonight. We're going to get into a Tales of the North here in just a moment. The Ducks are they're a weird one, and it looked like they were completely free falling. It was 9 in a row.
Yeah, and
but there was a bad stretch even beyond that.
But 11 in a row before, I think, winning. Like it was up, and then it was down.
Was it that crazy?
And now they're back up. You want to talk about streaky teams? Like
nobody's as streaky as these guys. In this 7-game winning streak, they have wins over Dallas and Colorado. So there's a couple of good dubs on this list. Also, 2 very important wins against the Kings, who I think they're 3 points ahead of the Kings. The Kings, the Kraken, and the Sharks. Last night I was looking at the stands; they're all tied at 55 right now. So it's tied. They also beat Seattle in there, which was a tight one as well.
Yeah, Sharks, Kings, Kraken, all in 55 right now.
This is the 4th game of a road trip for the Ducks. Wins over Colorado, Seattle, and Calgary so far. They did play last night, but I'm not going to read too much into that because we said it multiple times on this homestand as well. Now, against Calgary last night, they were outshot 35-21, but did manage to win the game in overtime. Against Colorado, they were outshot 41-16 and won that one in a shootout.
So let them outshoot you tonight.
I guess
should be the key.
This is right up the Oilers' alley. Sit around, let the Ducks get shooting, and then kill them. We'll get into it with Dreger. We'll get into it with Joaquin Gage as well. We're gonna do Tales of the North though with these dastardly Ducks rolling in. All righty, Tales of the North. Are you ready, good sir?
Yes.
All right, let's set this game up the only way we know how. That would be with Tales of the North.
Who owns the North? Who owns the North? Show me!
Anaheim in town to play a little puck. Their wings the Oilers will look to pluck. Gudis is a schmuck while McTavish is a cuck. 7 straight wins? I don't give a damn.
Tonight in the North, a classic battle will bear a 4-point swing for those who claim victory. Magical McDavid and the Mighty Oil look to build upon a thrilling victory over the Great 8 and his Warriors from Washington. He who almost had 7, Evan, will once again be loading the mighty cannon with Bouchard bombs after accomplishing a feat that had remained dormant for near 4 decades. A nightmare on some nights, yet absolutely brilliant on others. Evan the Enigma, Evnigma, may feast on the opposing foe this eve. Or he may not. 'Tis be a wild ride while Bouchard be blasting away. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. These are the tales of the North, and may they be heard far and wide across this great land.
It's knuckle puck time.
Oilers and Ducks tonight. Big divisional 4-point game. That's exciting, isn't it?
Big week. Ducks, Sharks Thursday.
Important games.
It's all packed.
Take care of business.
It's all
right?
packed,
Everybody
baby.
says, wait till they get within the division, and that's where they now find themselves. So let's see how this one plays out. The Oilers and Ducks in their last. Let's take a look at the head-to-head here. The Ducks have won 3 of the last 4 against the Oilers. Interesting. Prior to that, the Oilers had won at least 6 in a row. Ducks beat them 5-3 last December. Oilers won 3-2 in January. Ducks won 6-2 last March, and then 3-2 in April as well. Have not seen them yet this year. What do you, Trev? What do you expect tonight? What are your thoughts on this one tonight? Do you think they're obviously coming off a high? Bouch with his big night, McDavid phenomenal night, wins it in overtime,
and on Prime,
and it's on Prime.
Oilers don't have the best record on Prime.
Uh-oh.
I think they've won their first game on Prime the last time they were on. I forget who.
So it's trending in the right direction on Prime Video.
Certainly is.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
but they're big time fan. They're as far as betting odds go, they're minus 263 favorites tonight, which is that's a very big number. Against the Ducks team that's won 7 in a row.
Won 7 in a row, and like you said, the Ducks have won 3 of their last 4 against the Oilers. They played the Oilers really well, especially as of late. Like you think you're going in there and it's an easy dub. That's not really the case. They're a tough team to play against. Like they give it every single shift, and you'll see that. I know Cutter Gauthier, he's kind of becoming an Oilers killer. So if you're a betting guy, definitely put maybe a goal or point on him. But yeah, coming off, they had 2 shutouts in a row. What was it, a week ago? And you're all like, let's go, they're back, this is awesome. And then they follow that up with the stinker. So I'm hesitant for tonight because, huge win. But how do they come in? Are they going to be like, oh, this is great? I don't know. I don't know what to expect for this team. I like to think that, they should be good.
Yeah.
Especially for Bouchard's sake, McDavid and all that. But, it'll be a tough one. I think it'll be another close game. Like this is going to be a 1-goal game in my opinion.
All right, 780-218-9999. We'll come back to the Oilers here with Darren Dreger coming up just after 7 o'clock. Gager at 8:30 today. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, let us know you're listening over there. And tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio. This time we skipped over horrible AM dials everywhere and just went straight to an FM dial, which probably has a transmitter tower somewhere that Trev will climb one day in the future. That'll be a lot of fun. I want to get to this clip from the NFL last night. I think we could take this for a bit of a run.
Terry Bradshaw?
On the text. No. Oh, man.
I think it's time to take a knee.
Coming off a Patriots interview, and I don't know how the producer's like, okay, first we're going to go to Terry. They're coming off a Patriots interview, and he starts blabbing about
I think he just
Sam
took
Darnold.
the ball. I don't even think that was he just got in there.
Got going.
He just got in there. And then Strahan had to bring it up straight.
Yeah.
You could have just let that hang there, but
Here's a quick chat with the head coach of the Seahawks last night.
To the Rams, to the 49ers. How did it feel to go through both of those teams to earn your trip to the Super Bowl?
We did not care.
Right there. That's the clip. I don't need anything else. We did not care. Send us your "we did not care" texts to 780-218-9999.
We did not care.
I like how it's so proclaimed.
Yeah. That's why.
Trying to get the fans going let's go.
We did not care.
We did not care.
When we got fired at 1260.
We did not care.
Because look at us now, right? That one works. What do you got? Send your "we did not care" texts to 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Could be how you get in the mix for text of the day.
We found out the 2 teams playing in the Super Bowl yesterday.
We did not care.
I am looking forward to, this is the type of Super Bowl that you got to be at a party to watch.
Yeah.
Right? That's why join us. I emailed Jennifer today last night. over at Century to see if there are still tables left. But you should probably try to email them anyway and join us for the Super Bowl, because at least then we can just all be there together and have a good party.
Prop bets on the anthem.
Many things.
This is a prop betty Super Bowl.
I'm on Seahawks money line for sure. I'm hoping that the line continues to move down a bit, because then I'll get on them. Right now it's at 4.5. I'm just gonna figure out something to put up. Probably take the Seahawks and the over. But we'll see. EDM.centurysports@cnty.com. That's EDM.centurysports@cnty.com if you'd like to book a table. You don't have to pay for the table, but you probably want to get a table. EDM.centurysports@cnty.com.
Red. Dusty when he recommends Arlington Road to anyone.
We did not care.
Oh, come on, you guys. That would be people listening, right? Like, Dallas from Nelson, when there already was a Bouchard goal song.
We did not care.
Made another one.
When Maddie told us not to stack 6 o'clock or lager cans at Sully's.
We did not care.
Beer Montenegro.
Elevator Shafter says, when the neighbors could hear my wife and I through the walls.
We did not care.
Hockey Canada, when Oilers fans use Bouchard's playoff stats to justify him on the team.
We did not care.
That comes in from that Owen guy. Oh, God. Big Maple. Hernan and Zach, when asked why they didn't do their chores last time.
We did not care.
That's a good one.
Good.
Big Mape, that's a good one, buddy. All right, keep your we did not care text coming in. 780-218-9999.
Bones, the last 10 times Atif sent in songs.
We did not care.
Atif won a 65-inch TV at the brew house yesterday. And he texted me about it last night, and I was like...
We did not care.
Do you know he's got like 5 TVs now or something like that?
Just keep winning.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, here's a good one. Dr. Dry. Cavis Reed's uncle watching him get punched in the face.
We did not care.
Wow, deep cut.
Oh, that's a good one too, you guys. All right, 780-218-9999. When the city told us there was a parking ban.
We did not care.
Vance Van Vandervan, you got a real good one that we won't read on air, but
yeah,
I'd buy you a little Royal Pizza for that.
That's funny. The Oilers defense when there's a man wide open in front of the net.
We did not care.
Oh, that's good. Keep them coming in. 780-218-9999. YTT when he was asked if he gave his grandma a cut of his hacky sack money.
We did not care.
When that dude climbed Taipei 101 knowing he's already climbed El Capitan.
We did not care.
Every time Stauffer mentions Derek Ryan's university affiliation.
We did not care.
All right, they're all funny. 780-218-9999. My wife and I, after the kids finished telling us about the Minecraft video they watched on YouTube.
We did not care.
Timber Woodsman.
Yeah.
Anytime Dusty talks about LeBron.
We did not care.
Man, I could talk about LeBron so much more than I do. I'm not doing it because I love
tweeted
you
out
guys.
It was a graphic you tweeted out yesterday.
I got all the graphics. You don't even need to bring it up. They're all so ridiculous. All right, let's get into our good, bad, and ugly from the weekend, boys. Rick, let's start with you. Let's get into the good. What's your good from the weekend, man?
Well, Evan Bouchard and the Oilers Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty
overtime against Gavin. And Connor McDavid as well, a paltry, 5 points? Overshadowed by...
Wish you would have cranked it up a notch. Well, they could have won in regulation.
Really. Yeah, so it's got to be the Oilers.
Trev, what's your good from the weekend, buddy?
Well, that was going to be mine, but...
It can still be.
I'll change it. I'll give a shout-out to Sean Bell, an absolute snipe.
In the Shoresy game.
Yeah, in the Shoresy game. Oilers alum against Shoresy. And got the video. I saw it on Twitter. And I was just like, damn. That was pretty slick.
That's pretty good.
Nice shot. So that was really, really good. Shout-out, Belsey.
I was going to just go with Alex, what's it, Honnold? Climbing to Taipei 101.
Yeah, nice.
But we're gonna come back around that a little bit later on. So I'll go Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had a massive game yesterday. Like, biggest game of his
Matt
career.
Stafford had a huge game.
Actually, there was a great stat on Stafford.
It's the
I
first
tweeted it out
with all
last
those
night.
numbers, right? And then he to not what was it? Win
Look
or
at
something?
this Stafford number from last night. Matthew Stafford is the only quarterback in NFL history to throw for 370 plus yards, 3 touchdown passes, average 10 yards per pass attempt, have 0 turnovers, and take no more than 1 sack and still lose. No other quarterback has ever lost when putting up those numbers.
That was the Super Bowl last night.
I tweeted it. There's a bunch of Pats fans coming at me being like, yeah, we'll see. I said, okay,
but
well, we'll
no,
see.
like,
It's like
those are
Niners fans 2 weeks ago. Are
Those
like,
were the
oh,
best
we'll show
teams.
you.
Those were
Come on.
those were the 2. I'll take that again. You give me that again in 2 weeks, I'll fine with it.
Darnold went 25 of 36, 346 yards, and 3 touchdowns in the biggest game of his life. So I'll go Sam Darnold, the good. I wonder how Vikings fans view this with Darnold. Like, you have a soft spot and you're cheering for him, or are you like,
Well, Jets fans really cheering for him now.
And Carolina Panthers fans.
To prevent the Patriots from winning as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's kind of
that's true. You're right.
Special Agent Darnold. It was all to plan.
It all makes sense now. All right, you're bad. What's your bad?
Rams special teams.
Oh, man. All year long, the Rams special teams kind
Not
of
so special.
What was the one guy doing when he fell backwards before the ball even arrived?
Then he also fumbled one earlier, which took a fortuitous bounce that he recovered, but it could have been a lot worse. No, that was
off. That looked, I mean, I don't want to say it, but that almost looked like he was throwing it.
And if you don't,
how do you stumble like
in
that?
a game like that, right? Fine margins. I mean, and boom, they're right in the end zone afterwards. Like they were right there. It sucks to be a Rams fan today, man. Knowing and having that 5 seed going on the road and doing what they've done.
That's a tough one. Yeah,
they had him.
Trev, what's your bad?
Not sport related, but I got a snow complaint for my apparently bad job at shoveling.
You think you've been maintaining the sidewalk, but your neighbors were like,
We did not care.
Apparently.
I can't believe you got a written notice.
Man, yeah, and it's just like, this is unacceptable. If we come by again and nothing has changed, $100 fine. I'm like, are you kidding me?
What's the detail, though?
Busting my butt off all winter
But where's your
long.
landlord in all this, buddy? Like, why doesn't he do the sidewalk?
Well, he does his part. He does the front, and I do the side. And we're corner lot.
Okay, so
what's wrong with it?
Was the front clear?
Yeah, man. Like, I see the photos. I'm like, there's sand. Like,
What did the warning say though? Like, did it have a specific like?
it wasn't done
At the end,
well
did it
enough.
say or else ?
It didn't say that. It just said it wasn't maintained good enough. We have expectations, and man, but it's crazy. I'm looking around everywhere, and I'm like, I was just telling the boys, I'm like, man, I'm so proud. I'm keeping up with the show very, very well. I'm doing so good all winter, and then I get this. So it's
bogus.
It is bogus. So I was not happy about that. To the person that complained about me, that was very rude, and I'm trying my best.
Okay, so did the letter just identify your part of the sidewalk?
No.
So it was his sidewalk too?
Yeah.
So both of you combined?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like, we're like the first ones on it. As soon as I hear him go, I'm like, I should probably follow suit. I'll go as well. You know, I want to be a good tenant. And that's what I
will tell you right now, though, if you guys get a fine, you shouldn't have to pay any of it. He's the landlord. He owns that.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I'll
tell him that.
If he tries to make you pay part of a fine, if you guys get fined, I would take him to court with Judge Judy.
Well, get Rick.
Get Rick.
The hammer.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if he does.
This sounds like a case
Small
for the
claims
hammer.
for hammer injury law for Rick Mal. I don't know.
Well, you could go in his FAQ, right? His frequently asked question
they
Friday.
have free tips all the
he'd
time,
probably
too.
give you or at least send you in the direction. Maybe his buddy the screwdriver can help you.
1-855-98 hammer.
That number again.
1-855-98 hammer.
One more time.
1-855-98 hammer.
Call him.
Yeah. I might have to.
Anyway, that's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
My bad is that I don't care about the Super Bowl now.
Well,
This is like probably one of my least. What I'm trying to think. What I don't know what would be a matchup that I would care about less.
You do, just in a different way, though. You will care.
Well, I'll use it from
we
a
will
betting
build things up
perspective.
exactly.
Yeah.
You will be all in.
By the time we kick off, I'll have a little bit invested in this.
You'll have 12s written all over your face. Each cheek you'll have a little 12.
I won't.
Faint.
I'm coming to the Super Bowl wearing my Detroit Lions jersey. That's how I'm rolling in there. All right, what's your ugly from the weekend?
The AFC Championship game.
I do like snow games.
I do too.
Yeah.
But it did get ugly. Not ugly. Not a negative ugly. It was just an ugly game.
The Patriots must have the easiest path to the Super Bowl ever. They got Justin Herbert.
Did you see RG3's tweet that Huss retweeted?
No.
He said, it's the greatest troll tweet of all time, unless he was, where is it here? RG3. Oh, he tweeted out a lot last night. I'll find it here.
You go to
but he
Huss.
said, yeah, here it is. Drake May faced the toughest path to the Super Bowl in NFL playoff history. No quarterback has ever beat 3 top 5 defenses to get to the Super Bowl. Until Drake May. Chargers are number 5, Texans number 1, Broncos number 2. Put some respect on his name.
Well, there you go then.
He's been single-handedly dragging the team.
That must be what it is.
That's totally what it is, right?
Yeah, that has to be it. It must be. It's totally not Justin Herbert with no offensive line, CJ Stroud
Texans
coming off
with no
a horrible
offense.
game, and no Nico Collins. And then he beat Stidham.
Yeah.
Grinding out these tight victories.
After the grueling regular season schedule that they also had, right?
Yeah. I think the Seahawks could win by double digits.
But that's also why I could see the Patriots getting this done somehow, because this would be the perfect. Oh, what a championship season it was. Texans.
What's your ugly, Trev?
I'll be quick here. I'm heading out east to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Lots of ugly going around there this weekend. Willie Nylander flipping the bird to the broadcast.
I got a text because my buddies who do CFL were working that game yesterday, the producer and director.
He's just like, come on, man.
I'm going to text Eddie Rooms and be like,
yes.
What happened there?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, so that was ugly. Greg Berube, I don't know what the heck happened to him. He's not looking the best there. But I'm going to go with Leafs fans just booing Marner. I know it was Friday, but...
Wasn't it in the gym or something?
Yeah,
he had a barbell?
Yeah.
I want to see. There's got to be a video of that. Was he on the bench?
Man, but he's... Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody not spotting him?
Off his hat. He's got... That's like 30 stitches
I mean, it looks like
least.
somebody took a barbell and swung it at him.
Yeah, man.
Maybe that's what it was.
So that's ugly. But yeah, just Leafs fans. We don't want you. Leave. He leaves. He comes back. They're booing him. Just classless. Just goes to show how dumb of fan base they are. Sorry.
It's spicy.
Yeah.
My ugly is Tony Romo. I mean, I think it's probably time that he's not on one of their lead teams anymore. I can't listen to him. And when he first popped up, I was like, holy smokes, this guy's pretty good. And I don't know what's happened, but Tom Brady's 10 times better.
He can't call the plays anymore, and that was his bread and butter. So now it's like...
It's awful.
I think yesterday at one point he said, this is a game.
Oh, it was really bad. So yeah,
it is kind of fun.
My ugly is Romo's complete collapse as a broadcaster. It's crazy.
I do want more.
You want more, Romo? You're sick.
Well, because it's terrible. It's so bad. It's
yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, conch for all you 6 o'clockers. If you are watching over on YouTube today, smash the thumbs up for you guys. And hey, sub to the channel if we haven't already. It's always 40% of you watching haven't subbed. And if you all just clicked sub right now, probably take us up over 14,000. So hammer the subscription button as well. You don't have to turn on notifications or anything, but just sub to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Burgerler says, Dreger on TSN said the Berube had a near-death experience in the gym accident. Hence the zipper. Well, I mean, no. I would think if your head gets cut open like that, it's near death. Nobody's going to roll in with stitches like that and not be a near death situation. But what happens at the gym?
I just wonder what it was.
Yeah.
Was he training with the band?
And it snapped and hit him? Who knows? I mean, I don't
There's
know.
lots of things that could happen. I'm curious. As to the detail, but
it's crazy. All right, coming up. 7 o'clock hour, 6 o'clock hour has been brought to you by Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner and power and source for all things electrical. Check them out, ewell.ca. We've got Dreger on the way. If Team Canada has a defenseman get banged up here before the Olympics, how far down the list is Bouchard to get the call? Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. That's a good for the Italian Center, where our code has been approved. And yeah, now we can officially put our coffee in Italian Center. So we're going to get into that. And Mike Tanier, 2 Deep Zone on the weekend, and an early look at the Super Bowl as well. If you're listening on 95.7 this morning, thank you very much. Tell your friends we're back on the radio dial. We've got a couple minutes of commercials, traffic update with Pauline Higgins, and then you're back with us. If you're listening online, sports update brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834. Here's the update.
Sam Darnold tossed 3 touchdowns as the Seahawks would hang on to knock off the Rams 31-27, advancing to Super Bowl 60. Earlier in the day, Drake May ran for 68 yards and threw for 86 in a sloppy 10-7 Patriots win on the road against the Broncos. Patriots and Seahawks for Super Bowl LX. That goes from Santa Clara, California, Sunday, February 8th. Game day as the Oilers welcome in the Ducks this evening. You can join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows here on EST. Coverage starts at 5:30. Ducks last night victorious in overtime down in Calgary, 4-3 over the Flames. Anaheim come into tonight's game having won 7 straight. Brock Nelson had a hat-trick leading the Avs over the Leafs 4-1. Kraken doubling up the Devils 4-2. Vegas have now lost 3 of 4. They get hammered out in Ottawa 7-1 by the Sens. Penguins have won 4 straight. They edge Vancouver 3-2. And Florida over Chicago 5-1. Oilers Ducks, one of 5 games in the NHL tonight. The Edmonton Oil Kings picking up a home dub yesterday, 5-1 over the Saskatoon Blades. Ethan McKenzie, a pair of goals and an assist in the victory. Oil Kings back on the ice Wednesday when they visit the Hitmen. Raptors knocking off the Thunder 103-101. Emmanuel quickly leading the way, 23 points and 11 boards. Raps are back on the court Wednesday when they host the Knicks. Lakers visit the Bulls tonight in one of 7 games in the association. Over to the Scotties Tournament of Hearts round-robin play last night. Both Alberta rinks on the Pebble. Selena Sturmey improving to 2-1 with a 15-5 win over Northern Ontario, while Kayla Skurlik, she improved to 1-1 with a 9-3 victory over New Brunswick. Skurlik's rink will be in action later today at noon when they face Nunavut. And golf action, Patrick Reed closed with an even par 72 for a 4-shot victory at the Dubai Desert Classic. While Scotty Scheffler became the second fastest player to 20 PGA Tour wins, he takes the American Express, dropping 4 birdies on a 6-hole stretch, closing at 6 under 66. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Hyman of the Edmonton Oilers.
She's so tenacious.
Hope you guys enjoy it.
Revving up his engine, listen to the crowd just roar. No reason for tension, Zach is gonna shoot and score. Hyman's in the scoring zone. Right into the scoring zone. Signed for 7 years, now he's playing by McDavid's side. He's got you jumping out of your seat 'cause of that look in his eyes. Hyman's in the scoring zone. He'll take you right into that scoring zone. You know he's gonna score a few. Playing with Connor, it's a top line overload. You'll finally see what he can do. So raise your hands up as high as they can go.
He always said that was a magician's secret.
His energy is contagious.
Playing with an edge, that's what you're gonna see. Taking the next step, 'cause he's no longer with the Leafs.
7:07.
In the score.
It is the Nielson Show. It is a Monday morning. Thank you very much for being here. Coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio this morning. Nielson Show today and every day brought to you by our partners over at Weiss Johnson. Weiss Johnson. Whoa. They're the best in the biz. Weiss-Johnson.com today. Get a new Train furnace now. You get 15% off any additional mechanical system done at the same time. Air conditioner, heat pump, hot water tank, garage heater, plus no interest for 24 months. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't drop the ball. Visit Paris Jewelers, and one of your text messages will end up winning the Royal Pizza text of the day. 7 o'clock hour brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. Here's the hour for you. Dregs is going to join us here right away. Play Alberta early bird bet of the day still to come. That's a good for the Italian Center. We'll give you one pretty impressive Evan Bouchard stat. And then Mike Tanier from Two Deep Zone. He's going to join us to recap the weekend in the National Football League and a very early look ahead to the Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Seahawks. Dregs is our GS Construction Hockey Insider today. For more than 5 decades, GS Construction has been proud to serve our communities and work alongside incredible people, helping Edmonton grow for over 50 years. Visit gsconstruction.ca for more details. And he joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline this morning. Well, what can you say, Dregs? Friday morning on the show, we had a picture up here of a defensive breakdown in which Bouchard let Mantha go right to the net in the Pittsburgh game. And then he goes and puts up 6 points, a hat trick, 8 shots on goal. Absolutely phenomenal game on Saturday. And it's just sort of, that's the Bouchard story, isn't it?
Yeah. So I can't remember who it was. I'm going to give credit to Bobby Lowe's, who's now director of player personnel, but one of the big shots with the Vegas Golden Knights. He and Kelly McCrimmon have been joined at the hip since way back when, dating back to their days, I believe, in the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League. And again, I don't know what defenseman I'm referring to, but very offensive-minded defenseman. And he called him a dwinger. So he was half defenseman, half winger.
A dwinger.
Yeah. And a lot of nights, that's what Evan Bouchard reminds us of, right? Because he's so offensively gifted. And, his display the other night, second to none by this season's standard. And as you guys have acknowledged in local media, I mean, even if he brings you a 60-70% defensive game night in and night out, what he brings and provides offensively, the vision that he has, the shot, all of the other attributes that are part of Evan Bouchard's collection of skills, I mean, he's as good as there gets in that department. It's just, as glorified as we can make his game the other night with 6 points, there have been ample shows and displays and video evidence to show that he has had blunder after blunder from a defensive, and they're just so glaring, right? It's
That's
not like
the
he
thing,
gets
right.
It's not like the pizza up the middle or he gets stripped of a puck here or there. That happens to every defenseman in the game. The most decorated, it happens. It's just his are always at the worst point of the hockey game, and they are just so appreciably bad that you're like, so if we go back to the beginning part of the year, like he virtually played himself out of the Olympic conversation by way of his game in the first, 20, 25 games of the regular season. And now you're looking back and you're going, okay, well, he's cleaned it up. And I've had this conversation with Glenn Gulletson, head coach now in Dallas.
Yep.
Key part of the Oilers' success on that bench. And he would say, look, we as a coaching staff turn a blind eye to it. You try and coach them through it because, like every player in the league, everyone's confidence sags, and you make a mistake like he's made historically on numerous occasions, and you're like, okay, we got to help this guy out. But then all of a sudden, the big game comes around, and at the top of the food chain, or right there among the big boys, is the game of Evan Bouchard, big game player. So, yeah, you live the good with the bad, and right now the good is terrific.
You mentioned how early in the season he sort of played himself out of that short list on the Canadian blue line. We were talking this morning. Let's say somebody on the blue line was to get injured right now. Has he worked his way back up, like the short list, to possibly be in the mix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure he has. And to the point where they named the main roster, the initial roster, I would say that he was at least in that conversation. He played his way back into the conversation at that point. But Dusty, it comes down to who are we talking about here? Which defenseman is going to be in or gets injured where you make that call to Bouchard? You know, it's not going to be a defensive defenseman. You know, it would have to be, Makar, obviously, maybe Drew Doughty will play a lesser role. But Doughty, as I'm talking through this, a big part of why Drew Doughty made that Olympic team is because of his experience and the presence that he provides, the leadership qualities of Drew Doughty, that impeccable sense of when the moment requires somebody to speak up in a positive way. Well, that's what Drew Doughty and Brad Marchand, a big part of why they're there. But he was in the conversation when they named the team, and he has to be in the conversation now. But it does depend on the injury that we're talking about.
Darren Ducks, victorious overtime last night down in Calgary. Talk about a streaky team right now, or all season. Started off with that win streak, kind of middled 500, hit that big skid, and now they're back. Your thoughts on Anaheim heading into this one?
Well, I mean, they're a fun team to watch. Every game that they play is entertaining because it's seat of your pants type of hockey. Probably not as entertaining for Joel Quenneville, the veteran coach, or Pat Verbeek, the general manager. But I think that we're getting a small window into what the future of the Anaheim Ducks could be all about. And that's just as important as anything. And, there's experience that can be gained and positives that can be taken away from any team unless you've turned the corner and you're supposed to be a cup contending team. Then when you sag and you go through losing skids, all right, that's something that just can't be accepted if you're on the other side of it. And Anaheim isn't there yet. But when that team is clicking, man, they can beat the best of the best, and they've proven that. But it has to be from the goalie out. And early in the year when they were, making their way, their goaltending, Dostal was tremendous. And we're seeing more evidence of that game, coming back as more likely than not. Collectively, I think they're a team of the future, and maybe that future isn't that far down the road. Now what are we talking about here? I do think that Verbeek, maybe not this year. Let's see. Again, there's a lot of positives that can be drawn from a team that has to deal with adversities and the highs and lows of a real tough regular season. That's what this one is. So maybe he waits until the offseason to do something that is more significant to build on what they already have. But this is a team that I think we're going to pay close attention to probably as early as next year.
I believe a trade freeze kicks in on February 4th, Dregs. Do you expect like a little bit of action before then, or do people just sort of wait until after the day?
I do expect a little bit of action, and to expect anything more than that is probably wishful thinking from our perspective. Because, what are we talking about here? Rasmus Anderson getting traded to the Vegas Golden Knights, that's a big deal. Pales in comparison to the Quinn Hughes transaction in the Minnesota Wild. But, I mean, you're talking about a superstar here, and Anderson is a good player. I don't think that we're going to see deals of that magnitude, but I'm not dismissing that possibility. Again, we've talked about this a lot in the last few weeks. The St. Louis Blues are a team that's open for business. The Calgary Flames, they've got pieces that are definitely in play. There's also a list of buyers who are wanting to improve their team. So, does the buyer get to a place where he's like, hell with it. I'm going to pay that premium because we're in one here, and I look at Toronto as an example. Toronto not far removed from beating the Colorado Avalanche in Denver in overtime. And they were outclassed yesterday afternoon by the Avalanche, right? So could the Maple Leafs be one of those teams that just by looking at the standings and the road swing that will take them to Edmonton next week, is a team that goes, okay, we need something here. We need a spark. Are we going to overpay at the 52 game mark? Probably not, but we at least have to. That's what I'm talking about, where that kind of perfect storm comes together, where you've got a buyer who is willing to consider overpaying and a seller that feels like, okay, we don't want to risk injury to this tradable asset, so let's get that done now. Otherwise, you're probably going to see deals, if they happen between now and the 4th, on the smaller side of things.
You mentioned Leafland. I know a banged up blue line right now. Nylander's flipping the bird. Berube's getting a big injury in the gym. What isn't going on?
What a
there?
weird time.
Bonkers. And, if we start with the head coach, and I mean this respectful of the players that play through injury in the National Hockey League. You're playing, you're not coaching. I get it. Don't at me. There's a difference, and I appreciate it. But this guy had a bar fall on his head in the gym. He had a bar fall on his head. I'm told the bar had skin and blood on it.
Ugh.
Like, imagine this.
Ugh.
He was taken to a hospital because the trainers aren't equipped to do that sort of stitch work. Right? I mean, just crazy, and didn't skip a beat. Next morning calls the general manager. Yeah, I'm good. I don't even have a headache. Let's get after this thing. And he's on the bench. I mean, that's wild. And then, you had a couple of false starts by Toronto. Friday against Vegas, no good to start. Yesterday against Colorado, no good to start. Chasing the game, not enough passion, not playing to their standard, all the click phrases that have been used to try and describe what's going on. And then the cherry on top of the sundae is one of the leaders, Willie Nylander, flipping the bird to a broadcast camera. Like, I think you have to be more aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Probably not a good look, whether you're sitting on the subway or in a restaurant, or in this case, all eyes on you, including television cameras during a live broadcast, by giving the middle finger. And, if there's a player who might be able to get away with that, it's Nylander, because of, his carefree personality. He wears the tank tops to games. He's shirtless for interviews and all of that kind of stuff. But given where the Leafs are, it's just flat out unacceptable. Yeah. And he apologized quickly. I know the league is looking at it. I mean, worst case, he gets wrapped on the knuckles with a fine. But it's just indicative of a laissez-faire sort of approach by the Toronto Maple Leafs in general.
Dregs, what's the storm like out there right now?
Come on.
Okay, I wanted to ask a Western Canadian, because I'm seeing online people are like, "Oh my God, I can't move!" Like, it's just basically like a normal winter for us, kind of like that.
Yeah, okay. And look, a shout out to, and I don't get a free vehicle like Rashog and others in your area. I actually pay for my vehicle. But I am going to give a plug to Gus Brown in Port Perry, Ontario. I bought my GMC Sierra from there recently.
I drive a Sierra. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a 2019 AT4, loved it. So I just got a newer version. Beautiful truck. It took me an extra 3 minutes to blast through the snow to get into studio for the Leafs game yesterday. And it took me an extra 4 minutes to get home, just because there was more snow accumulation. But I'm going to have to go out and do some snow clearing here at home. There's probably 6-7 inches on the driveway. So not great if you're not used to driving through it, but yeah, I mean, once upon a time, early in my tenure here, many years ago, Mel Lastman was the mayor of Toronto, called in the National Guard because there was, and in fairness, I think it was like 78 or 80 centimeters that particular couple of days. It's a lot of snow.
That's a lot of snow. Yeah.
But by Western Canadian standards, man, come on. Let's just get through it.
Last one for you. Did you watch the guy climb the skyscraper on Netflix over the weekend?
I didn't watch it live, but I had buddies here. You got to watch this. So I caught parts of it after. I just, that stuff freaks me out. I mean, aside from, I don't want this guy to plummet to his death. I mean, that's pretty obvious. It's like why I don't watch any sort of award shows, the Academy Awards, the Golden Globes, any of it, because I get secondhand embarrassment of all the people blathering and crying and snot running out of their face, with the buzzer. Okay, your time is up. I also don't want to witness this man falling to his death on TV. So no, I didn't watch it.
It's insane. He's absolutely nuts. All right, Dregs. Well, we'll let you go shovel a little bit of snow, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Okay, guys, have a great week.
There you go. That is Darren Dreger. He's our GS Construction Hockey Insider, and he joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. If the Edmonton Oilers win tonight, that's 2 in a row.
Yep.
That's a Firehouse Subs hot streak right there. You'll get the medium brisket hat trick for just $8.99. If they win tonight, that'll be tomorrow at all Firehouse Sub locations. And you're probably thinking, Dusty, how many Firehouse Sub locations are there? And the answer is 15 Firehouse sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area for now.
Yeah.
It's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy, downright delicious at Firehouse. The Maple Lake Nylander flipping the bird. So that why do you do that? Like, it's just a sign of immaturity, really.
Well, and
how old is Willie Nylander now?
You know what's going to happen, right? Like
almost 30 years old.
You don't want that smoke.
Like it doesn't. I don't understand why you. Hey, watch this. This is funny. I'm gonna
29.
I'm gonna put up my middle finger to the camera and then have to apologize about it immediately.
You knew what would come.
I don't get it. Like, what are you doing? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
He's a bad boy.
Oh, he's such a bad boy.
Bad boy.
The bad boy leaves. This text comes in from Burglar and says, more aware of surroundings. How about you grow the heck up, Willie? Yeah, kind of a weird one.
Georgia Satellite in the nasty chat. I heard Morgan Riley was supposed to be the spotting the coach in the gym, and he missed his assignment.
Ooh, is that a Morgan Riley bad defensive play joke? Wow.
I'm here for it.
Not bad. 26 likes away from changing 200. So if you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. Spruce Grove Corey says Mitch Marner wouldn't have done that. It's true. Mitch Marner would.
Mitchie Marner, good guy.
I like that guy, Mitchie Marner.
He's a Canadian.
Hey. You gotta love him. DJ Petrin is in. Nylander before flipping the bird.
We did not care.
We are having some fun with this Mike Madone We Did Not Care clip today. 780-218-9999. Send in your best We Did Not Care texts.
We did not care.
And one of them could end up winning the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Scotty G, very specific in his. I don't know if you saw that. The broad driving slow in the left lane with 20 cars behind her on 16A into the city by Atchison.
We did not care.
Sounded like he sent that as he was waiting in line.
Yeah.
All right, 780-218-9999. Keep those coming in. We've got that's a good. We got some pretty incredible numbers on that Bouchard game that we're going to get to coming up just after 7:30. Mike Tanier with the 2 deep zone. That is on the way. Portions of this hour brought to you by Hammer Injury Law. Serious injuries need a hammer. Rick Mallett of Hammer Injury Law has over 35 years of injury law experience. Don't face your insurance company alone. Contact him today for a free consultation and start your injury claim. You can also pop on their Facebook and Instagram pages for free law tips. Trev, that's what you might want to check out as the city's coming at you for your sidewalk.
Worth an ask.
Visit hammerinjurylaw.ca or call 1-855-98-HAMMER.
What?
1-855-98-HAMMER.
Again.
1-855-98-HAMMER. Title sponsor of the EST Fun Spiel. Going down this Saturday at the Shamrock Curling Club.
I can't wait.
You're very excited?
I can't wait.
He's so excited to curl. The rest of Canada dealing with the same storm as Toronto.
We did not care.
Every time the Oilers have a possible 3-game winning streak.
We did not care.
It's got to happen at some point, right? It's got to happen at some point. But maybe not. Maybe they just continue to grind this thing out. Let's dive into your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. Of course, the 7 o'clock hour of EST of the Nielson Show is brought to you by GameSense. When you are gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your Game Sense.
And you're doing that today.
What's that? Use my Game Sense?
Yeah.
Well, I've been playing roulette recently on the Play Alberta website, like the live dealer tables. And I'm very much using my Game Sense. And I'm actually very slowly grinding out a profit on roulette. Very slowly.
Very slow.
Like, I'll play for half an hour. I'll usually come out about $6 up.
Long play.
It's going to take a long time, but that's my plan for retirement now.
Yeah.
My roulette retirement.
It's a good investment. But today's early bird, I think, is.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think it's sensible.
Well, it is, and it's so sensible that the number's only plus 135. That's how big a favorite the Oilers are tonight. I went Oilers to win, McDavid 2 points, Draisaitl a point, Boost point, plus 135. That's how heavy a favorite they are tonight against the Ducks. Oilers to win, McDavid 2 points, Draisaitl a point, Boost point, plus 135. That is your early bird bet. You go to playalberta.ca or download the Play Alberta app, click on EST specials. And I think if not starting today, Huss was not going to be on Lock Shop today because he was flying to Costa Rica. But I think due to the storm, his flight's been canceled till tomorrow.
Oh.
So he is going to be on Lock Shop today. Then he's going to be off for like 6 shows. But I think whether it's today or we start it tomorrow when it's Maddie and I, a different Super Bowl bet every single day leading up to the Super Bowl.
Love it.
And we'll just populate it on the EST
Love
specials
it.
page,
Huss will
which
be
should be good.
Zip lining and
he'll be living his best life. The Super Bowl line last night, I saw it at 5. As of right now, it is Seahawks minus 4.5. They were minus 213 on the money line this morning. It's now minus 208, and the total is set at 46. So that's your Monday 2 weeks out from the Super Bowl. That's what we've got right now. I think they've already got some specials that are up as well. Patriots plus 3.5. Total points over 47.5. That one's plus 370. The winning margin for the Seattle between 8 and 14, and the highest scoring half is the second half, plus 680. I love these wild ones. To win the first, second, and third quarters, Seattle plus 710. Ooh, that would add some drama to the Super Bowl party. Just cheering by quarters. Like, this is how I'm going to get sucked into this game.
Yeah, and you
I don't
will.
care who wins it, but what about first half spread? Seahawks minus 2.5. Second half spread, Seahawks minus 2.5.
Big game
plus
MVP,
240.
Darnold plus 135, May plus 230.
Was it Darnold 235, May 230? What's JSN?
Plus 500.
Not bad. That could be worth a sprinkle. All right, find all of this over at playalberta.ca. We'll be diving into a little same gamer on the Lakers and Bulls tonight. We'll see. I can use my game.
I was waiting for that.
We'll see how it goes. All right, we got that's a good for the Italian Center on the way. Evan Bouchard did what? We're going to get into that. And Mike Tanier, Two Deep Zone, recap the weekend, his early look ahead at the Super Bowl as well. He's going to be on the Firehouse Subs hotline. Nielson Show is brought to you by Weiss Johnson. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we've got a traffic update with Pauline Higgins, couple minutes commercials, and then you're back with us. Don't go anywhere. It would just be a waste of time. Stick right here on 95.7 Cruise FM. If you're listening online or you're watching over on YouTube, we do have a sports update coming your way. We're 12 away from changing 200, and sub to the channel if you haven't already. We'd love to add a few more subs here today. So hammer the thumbs up, click the sub button. That would be great. And then you can stay with us all day long. Sports Update is brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who's already constructing a half Patriots, half Seahawks jersey to watch the Super Bowl. Visit them at 983 First Street in Sherwood Park.
Sam Darnold threw 3 touchdowns as the Seahawks would hang on to defeat the Rams 31-27, advancing to the franchise's 4th Super Bowl. Earlier in the day, Drake May running for 68 yards and passing for 86 in a 10-7 Patriots victory over the Broncos. New England advancing to its 12th Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara, California, goes Sunday, February 8th. Oilers and Ducks tonight from Ice District. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows here on EST. Coverage starts at 5:30. Ducks taking it in overtime last night down in Calgary, 4-3 over the Flames. Beckett Seneca completing his first career hat trick in overtime. Anaheim head into tonight having won 7 straight. Florida topping Chicago 5-1. Pittsburgh, they've won 4 in a row following a 3-2 victory in Vancouver. Vegas suffering their biggest loss in franchise history, 7-1 out in Ottawa. Vegas have lost 3 of 4. Kraken doubling up the Devils 4-2, and the Leafs fall at home to the Avalanche 4-1. Brock Nelson with a hat trick. Oilers Ducks, one of 5 games in the NHL tonight. Ethan McKenzie had a pair of goals and an assist, leading the Oil Kings over the Blades 5-1. Oil Kings hit the road. They'll visit the Hitmen on Wednesday. Raptors over the Thunder 103-101 in NBA action. Toronto will host the Knicks on Wednesday. 7 games tonight in the NBA, including the Bulls at home to the Lakers. Scotties Tournament Hearts round robin action from Mississauga last night. Both Alberta rinks victorious. as Sturmey takes it 15-5 over Northern Ontario. Skurlik picking up their first win, 9-3 against New Brunswick. Just one Alberta rink in action later today at noon. It'll be Kayla Skurlik's rink up against Nunavut. And over to golf, Scottie Scheffler dropped 4 birdies on a 6-hole stretch. He closed with a 6 under 66 to take the American Express. He becomes the second fastest player to 20 PGA Tour wins, while Patrick Reed closed with an even par 72 for a 4-shot win at the Dubai Desert Classic. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he's boycotting the Super Bowl.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki with like a giant eagle's wings and singing lead vocals for Lynyrd Skynyrd with like an angel band. And I'm in the crowd hammered drunk.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
At Glue Guys Place, having some beers. Laughing so hard, you just are in tears. Sunday afternoon, what should you do? Hop in the hot tub for some peekaboo. Hot tub peekaboo, splashing around. Hot tub peekaboo, it's going down. Hot tub peekaboo, where are you now? Hot tub peekaboo, better not drown. Hey. Family's coming home, just 10 minutes to play.
Wings, beers, and a hot tub.
Trev's favorite day. Down. Hot tub peekaboo, where are you now? Hot tub peekaboo, better not drown. Hot tub peekaboo, splashing around. Hot tub peekaboo, it's going down. Hot tub peekaboo, where are you now? Hot tub peekaboo, better not drown.
7:34. It's the Nielson Show, AM Nasty on the FM dial, brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Thank you very much for joining us. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, that's great. If you're watching over on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart, please tell your friends how easy it is to stream Edmonton Sports Talk all day long. And when we mean all day long, we mean all day long. We've got the Hangout coming up from 9 to 11. The Lock Shop and the Oil Stream live from Boston Pizza in Sherwood Park today on 11 Broadway Boulevard. Tommy and I will be there for lunch. Swing on by and see us. We'd love to see you. Pop in there from 11 until 1 today. Then we'll send it back to our studios here for EST Afternoons with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage from 1 until 3, and then the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 5:30. GCL Diesel pregame show with Tommy Gazzola from 5:30 to 6:30. Puck drop on Prime, and then postgame to follow tonight as well. You can keep the text messages flying in today. Maybe you're going to win text of the day with a little bit of this.
We did not care.
We did not. How about this? Alex Honnold, when he was told, you could die free soloing.
We did not care.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Did you watch it on Netflix on Saturday as this man climbed Taipei 101, one of the top 5 tallest buildings in the entire world?
Those shoes. You were telling me about
shoes.
those.
They're magical. Like on the documentary I watched about the free solo documentary when he climbed El Capitan, they said like at some points as he's climbing like the steepest face in the world with no ropes, that there's nowhere to really get grip on his shoes, like on a ledge or even like a little, just anything. So he just sort of pushes his legs in and uses friction to hold himself up, which is just. I mean, what do you? I don't even know what to say about him. It's nuts. The man's a freak. Trev said he could climb our building. Somebody says that before or after he does the splits on February 13th on the desk. How's splits training coming, Trev?
It's coming.
It is, eh?
It's coming. Yeah.
You look like a nervous man.
I'm getting a little nervous. Not gonna lie. The stretching, It's tough, man. I want it to be over. I'm not gonna lie. Like having to dedicate like 20 minutes a day to just stretch.
Think about the awesome song that's gonna be written about this, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome song for sure.
Splits on the desk.
Just a split. Yeah. But just like, oh, it's time to train for my splits now. Like I'm like, oh, like what am I doing with my life? And then I'm just like, oh, thank God no one's watching me. I'm just, I don't know. But yeah, it'll all be worth it. It'll all be worth
8
it.
o'clock hour, February 13th. Trev does the splits Van Damme style on our desk.
Yeah.
We're really looking forward to this.
The thing is I need to do it like the night before just to make sure that I can fit on that desk.
You want to test it out on the desk,
but
yeah.
no one's got it. Like it has to, or maybe like the morning of.
You need a spotter. We can do it
I'm
the
first
morning.
one.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to do the splits twice though that day? Like,
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, that's going to be excellent. Can't wait for February 13th. It's just around the corner. All right, let's dive into that's a good for the Italian Center. Shout out to the guy who popped by Italian Center over the weekend, picked up a hot panino. You got to love that. If you're thinking about, hey, what are we going to do for dinner tonight? Oh, no, I don't know what we're going to do for dinner tonight. Why not just pop by the Italian Center? You walk in, especially the one on the West End for sure. You walk in and boom, right there. There's the end display. You pick up your spaghetti and meatballs. You pick up your chicken cacciatore, that one. You pick up that one. There's a bunch there that you can pick up. There's the garlic bread sitting right there. It's just waiting for you as well. And just around the corner, you'll find a bakery with all the bakery goods you could ever ask for.
Get a little cake. Get a little slice of cake.
A cake. A Monday night cake celebration.
A slice. Buy the slice.
It's an Oilers and Ducks dessert.
Yeah.
Why not? Visit all of the Italian centers. And big news coming. All right, so we have our coffee, the Nasty Brew. And we did our first run of it at the Estes in September, and it sold out. So we've been talking with Italian Center about getting the Nasty Brew in stores, and our QR code, which they scan, and when you go to pay for something, our QR code has been tested and approved. So now we're going to start putting our coffee into the Italian Center. So we'll let you know when it's in, and you can go buy it all up, and they'll be like, wow, this is the fastest any coffee's ever sold out, and then we'll do more of it. And by all accounts, anybody who had the coffee, who was a coffee drinker, said it was absolutely delicious.
It's great stuff, yeah.
So, yeah, be ready for that. Hoping to have it in stores at some point in February. I do believe. So that's exciting. All right, so Brian Swain always has good stats. And how about this one on Evan Bouchard? The night that Bouchard had, I mean, he made a great play to keep a puck in at the blue line when they were trying to tie it still.
Like last year's playoffs.
That was it was an excellent play. And then, as he's falling in overtime, stays focused enough to fire it ahead to Connor McDavid. And then, as they say in the business, Connor McDavid did the rest. Now, here's a very interesting stat about Evan Bouchard. And this is not about the 6-point game. Now, that being said, I do have some 6-point game stats as well. He's just the 19th defenseman to ever have 6 points in a game. Paul Coffey did it twice. Bobby Orr did it 5 times. There's only 3 active defensemen who've had 3 6-point games. They are Evan Bouchard, Cale Makar, and who? Give you guys a guess.
Was it Quinn Hughes?
No, it was not Quinn
Carlson?
Hughes. Nope. Close.
Hedman?
No.
Letang?
Yes.
Oh.
Chris Letang.
Yeah,
I said close because Pittsburgh, yeah.
Too long ago, actually.
Yeah, so Bouchard, Makar, and Letang have had 6-point games. 3 Edmonton Oilers defensemen have had 3 6-point games. Bouchard, Coffey, did it twice, and...
Lowe.
Yes, Kevin Lowe. Kevin Lowe also had a 6-point game. Now, here's what I think is very interesting. Check out this stat on Bouchard from Brian Swain. Through his first 400 career NHL regular season games, Bouchard has 69 goals. Nice. 224 assists, 15 game-winning goals, and a plus-minus of plus 66. Almost 67. 67.
Yeah.
The only other defenseman with at least 69 goals, 224 assists, 15 game-winning goals, and plus 66 in their first 400 games. Trev, can you name the 4 defensemen who've also reached those lofty totals?
Bobby Orr?
Bobby Orr, that's 1.
Bork?
Bork is 2.
Makar?
Makar is 3.
And, oh, geez. Was it Paul Coffey?
No. Dennis Pavin. Potvin, who had burst onto the scene with the Islanders big time. So Evan Bouchard, through 400 career NHL regular season games, is in a group that includes Bourque, Makar, Orr, and Potvin. Well, what can you say? I mean,
that's good.
That's a very good.
Yeah.
Like if he could just eliminate that game, like what was he against Pittsburgh? -3.
Yeah.
If he could just eliminate those types of games, and they pop up once every like 5 or 6 weeks. If he could just eliminate those types of games, the way everybody around the league views Evan Bouchard would change in a hurry. Now, it's also tough for me to sit here and say, yeah, he joins Ray Bourque, Cale Makar, Bobby Orr, and Dennis Potvin on this list of defensemen who've accomplished in 400 games. And then also, without laughing and puking a little bit in my mouth, say that he's not on a team behind basically 40-year-old Drew Doughty, Colton Parayko, who's having an awful season, and Travis Sanheim, who Bouchard is just definitely a better defenseman than. Like, he's in that group, but he can't make a team ahead of those guys. And the reason is just like we pointed out on Friday, that he has these mistakes that are so glaring that Hockey Canada's like, we want nothing to do with him. But then he has these games where he joins like this elite group, and you're thinking, well, that guy can't be better than Colton Parayko on Team Canada? Come on.
Hockey Canada hearing you read off the Swain tweets.
Yeah. Hockey Canada when we read Brian Swain tweets.
We did not care.
780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in. All right, and keep those rolling along. We'll try to get to more.
Okay, now do those players giveaways and giveaways that resulted in goals against. I don't know if we have those numbers.
Yeah, I don't know if I have, but yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's like he has those games, more often than you would want him to, and that's why. But like Colton Parayko does nothing anymore.
Yeah,
Colton's but Colton Parayko's best years are behind him. He's having an awful season. It's just
it's the fumes of Colton Parayko that they've added to the team.
I see what are those those cards that pop up all the time, the player cards, and like the award thing and all that type of stuff. And Bouchard, according to some of those cards, are actually better than Makar and Quinn Hughes at the defensive end of the ice. Take it for what it's worth. I don't know. He is the definition of an enigma, though.
Dwinger.
The Dwinger.
It was a great term.
Yeah.
From Dreger.
Half defenseman, half winger. When he's on, he's absolutely brilliant. It just seems like the controller dies every once in a while. And that's what's keeping him off of keeping him out of the elite conversation that he should be in. And keeping him off, a team like Team Canada.
More of a winger than it should be a defenseman. Instead of a dwinger.
A wing fenceman.
Wing fenceman.
Wing fenceman.
Wing fenceman.
780-218-9999. The Godfather says, Dusty, Bush is not Makar, but there was zero media coverage of the pizza Makar gave up against Philly the other day to seal a loss. If that was Bush, it would have been a talking point for a month. He gets way too much focus compared to others. Well, you know what? You know why that's the case, Godfather. He plays in Canada.
Yeah.
Cale Makar gets to play in Colorado, where a small amount of people actually care about the team.
Flock to the USA for to carve out a career, right? I mean, you can do a lot of things positively or negatively and not get the attention.
Yeah.
It's just.
Anyway, we'll come back around to this. We got Gager coming up around 8:30, probably in 3 questions too many. We'll revisit it as well. But if you want to chime in, Oilers fans, where do you chime in on this? 780-218. Does Bouchard deserve more respect around the league? It's almost one of those things where, yes, he deserves to be more respect around the league, but then here in Edmonton, sometimes he's still grinded gears, right? So, your thoughts on the whole conversation. 780-218-9999. We'll come back around to that. All right, we got lots to get to in the National Football League as well. It's the Super Bowl that pretty much all of us predicted at the very beginning of the regular season. Patriots and Seahawks. Drake May versus Sam Darnold. Let's dive into this. Mike Tanier joins us, and he joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline today with 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton, the greater area. Easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs, hot, hearty, and made to satisfy. Well, here we go. Seahawks and Patriots running it back from 2015. Look at you. Are you staying warm there, Mike, or what?
Whoa.
There are 8 inches of snow with 2 inches of ice on the ground, and it's 15 degrees Fahrenheit. How do you folks live like this? How do you live like this?
It was minus 30 for like 3 days last week, and we were like, oh, it's kind of
Also
chilly.
with ice and snow. On
Yeah,
the,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's just welcome to our life, Mike. That's pretty much how it is.
Like it. Not like it at all.
So the 2 inches of ice come down and get settled in, and then the snow's landing on top of it. Is that basically how it all came together?
Snow bottom level, ice top level. But if you're a responsible homeowner like me, you instinctively shovel the snow so that the ice can get right in on the driveway there. You can skate the Winter Classic on my driveway.
And I'm sure Gary Bettman will if you allow him to. He'll put one there.
Only venue they haven't used yet is my driveway, so go for it.
So, does everybody in Philly, does everybody have a snow shovel all the time? Or, people scrambling, like, can I borrow your shovel? Like, how does it work?
In Philly, there's enough snow in Philly that everyone has a shovel.
Okay, good.
Here's the thing. In the city of Philadelphia, people will shovel out their car, and then when they drive away, they will leave a bunch of beach chairs where their car was to mark their parking spot. And if you move a beach chair in the city of Philadelphia, you have declared war. There have been brutalities done in the name of someone moving a beach chair to try and park in someone else's.
So this isn't just like one person. This is a thing. They put beach chairs where they parked, and then
they put beach, and the city police had to say you are not allowed to mark parking spaces. You do not have some sort of squatter's right on that space, even if you shoveled out. But there's no law here. It's Mad Max times when it snows. so the police are powerless. So never put a pinky on a beach chair that's in a recently shoveled out. And by shoveled out, I mean they just barreled out of the lot, and the space where the car was is their space.
Like Tanier from a bunker this morning.
Yeah, pretty much. Stay safe, Mike, for all of these obvious reasons right now. All right, so we got a snow half or a snow quarter and a half in the AFC Championship game. I mean, I don't want to simplify it too much, but why didn't Peyton take the 3 points when they were up 7-0 in the first half of the football game, or at least draw up a play on 4th and 1 that didn't include your quarterback just running for his life immediately?
Right, running sideways with everybody running sideways to one side of the field so that the pursuit can come to the other side. That was a play where I looked at it, and it's like when Jared Stidham got to 4th and 1, I was like, man, they'd be better off if it was just 4th and 4, because then they would kick that field goal. There'd be no question. We wouldn't be talking about probabilities, whatever. He got to that level, and it's like, oh, they're going for it, and they're not sneaking. That's the case. I don't know I think if he knew that there was a storm coming and that the entire second half it was going to be the Winter Classic and nobody was going to move the ball, he would have taken the 3 points there and put them in a position where they dug a deeper hole for the Patriots.
So what do you take away from the Patriots heading into the Super Bowl from they continue to find ways, their opponents continue to sort of be lacking something of significance in these matchups. So I'm just trying to figure out how good New England actually is. It's weird that they're going to the Super Bowl and I still don't have a feel for it, you know?
Yeah, they're these teams in NFL history. I go back like the 1980 Raiders, who were a wild card team that their quarterback got hurt and Plunkett was the backup, that seemed to have these charmed lives. These Patriots seem to have that charmed life. The thing is, that team I just mentioned, the 1980 Raiders, they won the Super Bowl. Okay, because one thing leads to another, and then you only need one game if it comes together that one game. I do not think the Patriots are as good as the Seahawks, but the Patriots have gotten better. That defense that you saw, that's not the defense we saw week 1, week 2, week 3. That's a better Patriots defense. They've been playing together. Yes, they've been taking advantage of backup quarterbacks and injured receivers and backup left tackles. It's still a strong enough defense to turn that the next Super Bowl into a game.
I would take Seahawks and Rams again in the Super Bowl as just a rematch. I mean, that was the one that we all kind of looked forward to. I mean, the weather involved in Mile High as well, but is it I don't know, is it the Seahawks to lose right now? I know the Patriots get there for a reason, but we were talking all year, their regular season schedule. RG3 had the tweet last night that Drake May has faced the toughest path to the Super Bowl in NFL playoff history.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not like that, right? But this is the Seahawks game, is it not?
This is the Seahawks game. Aaron Schatz was posting DVOA metrics, all-time analytics, and the Seahawks are the 6th best team entering the Super Bowl in NFL history. top to bottom team, defense, special teams, running game. Yeah, the passing game isn't great, but that's their weakest component. That's how good they are. The Patriots faced the third easiest regular season schedule in NFL history. But again, I'll point out I think the easiest schedule in NFL history was the 1999 Greatest Show on Turf Rams. So from small things, big things one day come. I think it's the Seahawks game to lose. I think if they play their game, they win it. It's just that anything can happen one game, and we've seen the Patriots suddenly have luck turn in their direction as well.
You know what? As far as that script went yesterday between the Rams and the Seahawks, if you would have told me on Friday that the Seahawks would win that game because in impressive fashion Darnold out-battled Stafford, I would have said, well, I don't know if that's going to. And Stafford had a very good game. I mean, didn't have a turnover, got sacked only once. Hell, he actually even ran for positive yardage, which he hadn't done the entire season. 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards. There was that one stat we had earlier, the only quarterback to hit a bunch of these things and ever lose a regular season or a playoff game. But Sam Darnold outplayed him. I mean, that's got to go a long way for Seahawks fans heading into an even bigger game.
It goes a long way for Seahawks fans. It goes a long way for all of us, you and I, talking about, well, Sam Darnold, that's the weakness. That's the weakness. And I don't think he's a strength. I don't know how many of these games he's going to put together like this, but it kind of destroys that whole narrative. That's like, Darnold will never win the big game. He can never take care of business in the big game. He took care of business in that game. And what was most impressive for me was that final drive. They got the ball back, the Seahawks, at the 6-yard line after a 4th down stop. There were 4.5 minutes left. The Rams had 2 timeouts. It was like, oh, Stafford's going to get one more chance to win this. And that's when Darnold was checking down, was firing the ball, got the ball to Kupp, got the ball to Jackson to Jigba, got them all the way down the field, forced the Rams to burn their timeouts, got them in the field goal range. They didn't kick the field goal, but there was a minute left by the time they started sitting on the ball. That was the drive that said, yeah, Darnold can do these things in this structure, in these weapons, with these weapons in a big game. And I think he could do it again in 2 weeks.
Special teams, though, for the Rams, not so special. Man. I mean, this whole conversation this morning goes a totally different way.
Yeah, and you know what? Sean McVay did everything he could. He did fire a coach during the midseason. He replaced his kicker. He was juggling return men. We saw Xavier Smith muff that kick. He muffed 2 of them in the game.
Yes, yeah.
Well, right, but they had tried all different return men. Some point, you reach a point, it's like, well, there's nobody who's going to go back there and return that punt. This is the best guy we got. You put him back there. But it was a recurring problem all season. I think one of the things the Rams are going to do this offseason, they've got a set roster. They have a set roster, lots of young guys. I don't think Stafford's going anywhere. They're probably going to go in the free agent market and say, get us a kicker and get us a return man. They're cheap. They're usually around out there. You pay them a little bit extra. You bring them in, and you can make them the missing piece you need to get over the hump next year.
Neither of us are Seahawks or Patriots guys, so I'm a little sort of blah on the Super Bowl 2 weeks out.
Though,
we'll get to that in a second. But how's the Super Bowl being viewed south of the border? Like, is the nation excited? You got East Coast, West Coast, Seahawks, Patriots. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the hype train like for this matchup?
Well, the Patriots have a huge national fan base. I hate to use the term front runner, but like all the casual front runners from 25 years where they were the team to beat, they're back. And so you have that group of people who are rooting for the Patriots. And guess what the rest of us are doing? Rooting against the Patriots. Because you know what everyone hates? That kind of fan that kind of shows up on your Facebook like, oh, we're back, baby, 6 more championships. It's like, go away. So if you look at it, I think in the next week or so, you're going to discover a lot of Seahawks fans coming out of the woodwork who are rooting against the idea that, oh, no, we got to talk about the Patriots again. We just got rid of those guys. Why are they back?
And that's the frustrating part from a fan of the Buffalo Bills when you think the division is finally turned, and here they are.
That's the thing. Bills fans are rooting for the Seahawks.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Jets fans are rooting for the Seahawks. Especially Sam Darnold's there. There's like a little odd thing with that. So you start adding up the fan bases and the populations, and you realize people are going to be rooting hard for the Seahawks and also very clearly just rooting against the Patriots. The Seahawks are the other team. Go other team.
Mike, did you interview for the Bills job?
No, I'm interviewing on Tuesday for the Browns job, but I'm going to turn it down, just so you know.
They're pretty much interviewing every single person on the planet, right? Like,
the Bills are doing weird stuff because they just want to hire Brian Daboll, and they're kind of messing around in the meantime. The Browns, everyone's turning the job down. People are turning the job down before I knew they were interviewing. So I officially on my social media turned the Browns job down just in case. It is not going well there in Cleveland. Buffalo has a plan. I don't think it's a good plan. Cleveland has no plan right now.
Why would you want to take over Cleveland right now with that quarterback situation? Like, it just...
The quarterback situation, I think the front office is in turmoil again. Yeah, you're stuck with Deshaun Watson on one end, Shedeur Sanders and the weird Shedeur Sanders aura that's around him with all of that. It's a mess. They're probably going to promote defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz at the end because he's there. He's under contract. You can give him a raise. And he's an older coach, can be like, yeah, I'll take the money for a year or two and the prestige. I can walk away from this and get another coordinator job. It'll be fine.
All right, Mike, before we let you go, did you watch that guy climb Taipei 101 on Netflix over the weekend, the skyscraper video?
I did not. Was it Will Smith? Is he the one who did it?
No, who was, The Rock. The Rock in the skyscraper movie. The Rock climbed it with one leg. Yeah.
This sounds impressive and it sounds terrifying because, again, as soon as I think of somebody out in the snow and ice like that, I think of myself going back out.
You're going to have to go check that out. Yeah, all right, man. Where can people find your work?
You can find me at my newsletter, The Too Deep Zone, at miketanier.substack.com.
Excellent, man. We appreciate the time. We'll chat next Monday.
You got it. Take care and enjoy the week.
There you go. That's Mike Tanier. If you were just listening on 95.7 or iHeart or TuneIn, he was wearing like a full-blown toque with like earmuffs and
he was bunkered up, man. Yeah,
he looked like he had no heat.
Yeah, he's going through the last remainder of his rations that he's squirreled away.
Mike, I'll throw this out for you. If your toilet line freezes in your basement, just put a space heater in there and then close the door and turn on the fan, and it'll totally melt the ice in the water line for the toilet. I had to do it again on Friday. 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
2 for 2. No big deal. All right, so everybody hates the Patriots. But actually, where is it here? This guy texts and says, as a Finns fan, after the Niners, I can't stand the Pats, but I detest the Seahawks even more. So go Pats! I say go player props. Go money line. Go total.
Bad Bunny.
Oh, God.
No, but you can get creative with that, too. I mean, there'll be a problem how long the show lasts. You can do the over, the under, how many songs,
I'm old. I know kids who listen to the show think I'm hip and cool because I go 6, 7.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about Bad Bunny except he hosted SNL. And he was in Happy Gilmore too.
Oh, you got 2 weeks to do your research. How about Dreger dropping the 6-7 too? Hey, he just slides that.
I did a quick little
he didn't even blink.
Nobody knows. It just happens all the time now, right? All right, the 7 o'clock hour of the show has been brought to you by Games. If you are not a Pats or a Seahawks fan, which side are you coming out on in the Seahawks-Pats Super Bowl? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999.
I think Niners fans have to be more Pats fans than actual Pats fans. Not wanting your division rival to win the Super Bowl in your barn.
Probably. So Niners fans are declaring for the Patriots.
Got to be full on. Not to say that they cheer for the Seahawks anyways, but especially so that it's in their house.
Ryan texts in and says it's -6 in Philadelphia right now. Poor guy.
Well, but
it's different for them,
don't
man.
They have the water for like the lake effect?
It's different for them.
The snow's
right?
heavier, right?
Yeah. Mike outside of Edmonton says he looked like the guy dragging the garbage can of salt in Home Alone. Old Man Morley.
Yes.
Isn't that Old Man Morley? I think it's Old Man Morley.
The Uncle Buck hat on.
All right, 780-218-9999. 7 o'clock hour brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game senses. They'll be tingling. You'll know. You need to go check it out. GameSenseAB.ca. All right, we've hit 15 in a row on Kind of Easy Trivia. Who wants to take it to 16 this morning? Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual up for grabs. If you'd like to play, text Trev right now. It'll get his heart rate monitor going on that watch. He's so excited. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 if you want to play Kind of Easy Trivia this morning. All right, keep those coming in.
Have you finished?
3 questions, too many on the way. Gager's going to join us. GCL Diesel, Orange and Blue Breakfast for the Oilers and the Red Hot Ducks. And the wrap for William Huff, all still to come. 8 o'clock hour will be brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions, and Appraisals. But if you want to play Kind of Easy Trivia, 780-218-9999. If you're listening over on 95.7 Cruise FM, couple minutes of commercials, quick traffic update with Pauline Higgins, and then you'll be right back with us. If you are listening on TuneIn or iHeart or watching over on YouTube, today we got a sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood.
Windsor, the experts you need to know.
Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Here's the update.
It'll be the Seahawks and Patriots for Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara, California, Sunday, February 8th, as Sam Darnold tossed 3 touchdowns, leading Seattle over the Rams 31-27. Drake May, meanwhile, he ran for 68 yards and threw for 86 as the Patriots escape mile-high 10-7 over the Broncos. Seattle will be heading to their 4th Super Bowl in franchise history, make it 12 for the Pats. Oilers and Ducks tonight down at Rogers Place. Tom Gazzola gets you set. He'll have your GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows here on EST. Coverage starts at 5:30. Ducks winning their 7th straight last night, 4-3 in overtime against the Flames. Other action yesterday, Brock Nelson had a hat trick, leading the Avs over the Leafs 4-1. Seattle doubling up New Jersey 4-2. Ottawa spanking Vegas 7-1. The Golden Knights have dropped 3 of 4. Penguins have won 4 straight. They edge out the Canucks 3-2. And the Panthers with a 5-1 victory over the Blackhawks. Oilers and Ducks, one of 5 games on tonight's NHL schedule. Ethan McKenzie had a pair of goals and an assist as the Oil Kings defeated the Blades 5-1. Oil Kings back on the ice Wednesday when they visit the Hitmen. Raptors over the Thunder 103-101 in NBA action. The Raps will get set to host the Knicks Wednesday. 7 games tonight, including the Lakers in Chicago to take on the Bulls. Scotties Tournament of Hearts round robin action continuing from Mississauga last night. Both Alberta rinks picking up dubs. Sturmey takes care of Northern Ontario 15-5 to improve to 2-1, while the Skurlik rink picked up their first win, improving to 1-1 with a 9-3 victory over New Brunswick. Just the lone Alberta rink in action today at noon. Kayla Skurlik will be up against Nunavut. And over to golf, Scotty Scheffler. He becomes the second fastest player to reach 20 PGA Tour wins as he takes the American Express with a 6-under-66. Patrick Reed, meanwhile, closed with an even par 72 for a 4-shot victory at the Dubai Desert Classic. Sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Connor McDavid.
Let me say yeah.
Remember that name.
Let me say yeah.
Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid. McDavid. Remember that name. Here is Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid. Smart move. Here is beautiful. Remember that name.
No. Connor has no limit. No. Connor has no limit.
Connor McDavid. Remember that name.
No limits when it comes to this guy. He's simply too fast. Think he can just fly. No limits, so why do you try? He'll score on his own, or he'll give it to dry.
Connor McDavid.
Fans in heaven, cause of 9 to 7. The nation in love from Gibbons to Devon. Looking to pass, eating men on the ass. Second contract, a lot of cash. Tick, take your time. McDavid on your team and you'll be fine. Just open your eyes and you will see it. Oil it for real, cause he has no limit.
No. Connor has no limit.
We can't bust heads like we used to, but
We have our ways.
Bouchard was excellent tonight.
So I tied an onion to my boot. McDavid again. This time Bouchard, one-timer score! Edmonton's first lead of the night. Evan Bouchard puts the Oilers up 4-3. Oh, man. Which was the style at the time?
8:07. It's the Nielson Show on a Monday morning. Thank you very much for being here. However you're listening to the show. Maybe you're on the radio, FM radio at 95.7 Cruise FM. Maybe you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart this morning. And hey, maybe you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. Well over 200. Let's keep pushing and let's blow through 300 thumbs up today. And hey, if you've not yet subbed to the channel, we'd love for you to sub and join us.
Sub now.
Yeah, give us a sub. The old subscription on YouTube. We'd really appreciate that. Nielson Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Get a new Train furnace now and get 15% off any additional mechanical system done at the same time. Air conditioner, heat pump, hot water tank, garage heater. 15% off plus no interest for 24 months. How's that sound? Pretty darn good, eh?
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
That is Weiss-Johnson.com to book an estimate today. One of your text messages from the Paris Jewelers inbox. Buy now, do not pay for a year. We've got Valentine's Day just around the corner. West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center. And, of course, online, parisjewelers.com. You can buy stuff on there. Canadian family owned. One of your text messages wins that Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza.
It's the text of the day. Still making it great with the best and freshest ingredients you'll find. Top-notch service for over 55 years. Order online today. www.royalpizza.ca or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. Or you can just call your local location and order on the phone like I did calling on Saturday night. I prefer
the call.
It was a good call.
Yeah. And if they have you on file, they address you by your name.
Yeah.
Whichever,
Hello, Dustin.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you feel special?
Yeah, there's a personal touch.
When you call Royal Pizza and they're like, "What's up, Dustin?" Like, "Oh, hey, guys. You want the usual?" "Yes, I'd like the usual."
8 wings.
Well, I've added wings to the usual now.
Absolutely.
They're delicious. All right, let's get into this 8 o'clock hour on the show. 8 o'clock hour brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions, and Appraisals. Mention EST and you get 5% off anything new or used. Don't miss their monthly online auctions either. www.gdliquidators.com. They're Canadian-owned, Canadian-operated. Make them your first call, 780-447-2787, or visit them. Pop by the store. 14510 124th Ave, just south of the Yellowhead. Kind of easy trivia is coming up. 3 questions too many for the great staff of Park Mazda is on the way. Gager's going to pop by. We'll talk about the big night for Evan Bouchard. Oh, yeah, McDavid was okay, too.
Well, pretty quiet 5 points. Yeah. An overtime winner, I'd say.
As far as McDavid 5 points in overtime goes, it's
he's no second star in Justin Sardif.
Is that what happened?
Bouchard 1, sort of 2, McDavid 3.
Oh, boy.
5. Again, just 5.
GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast of the Oilers are right back in action tonight. And then the wrap for William Huff still to come as well. As we do every single day in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to start it with a little kind of easy trivia brought to you by Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual with a new location now open in Bonnie Doon. Check out MrMikes.ca for more details. Order online, skip the dishes and DoorDash. Mr. Mike's, eat locally. Enjoy casually. All right, Trev, who do we have playing today, buddy? Kick off the week looking to go 16 in a row.
Today, we have Alicia.
All right, Alicia's going to play. Needs to get 3 out of 5 correct. Alicia, you ready to roll?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Trev will start the ticker after read the first question. Good luck. Which Oilers defenseman had 6 points on Saturday night?
Bouchard.
What number does Evan Bouchard wear?
2.
Who do the Oilers play tonight?
Ducks.
Which 2 teams will meet in the Super Bowl?
Seahawks Patriots.
Which quarterback won 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots?
Manning. Maybe.
It was Brady, but you got it. I like the Manning answer, though. I was always a Manning guy.
Sure.
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal the show.
That's a peddling.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules.
Ooh, you better believe that's a peddling.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
That's a peddling.
The first year, we took it to the limit.
Take it to the limit.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Alicia gets it done. 4 out of 5. Now, she was cruising there. I was surprised she didn't know the answer was Brady. She said Manning, and then she said maybe, right? Maybe, yeah.
Manning, baby.
Manning, maybe? Didn't matter. She already had 4.
Yeah.
She already locked it in. Big dub. We're at 16 in a row. Great start to the week. Let's get after it.
Good.
Let's get after it. I'm not here Thursday and Friday. You're with J-Mo. J-Mo usually does. Does he usually do? Yeah, J-Mo. Yeah. I got full faith in J-Mo.
Oh, it'll be fine.
It's phrase questions that I'd be a little bit concerned about.
Well, he was the one.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's a tough one. All right, Gager just after 8:30. GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast still to come as well. Let's dive into 3 questions too many today. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segments?
3 questions too many brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where Super Bowl talk is fine, but he wants to turn your attention to yet another signing in the CFL this morning.
Okay, can I guess?
And looks very anxious and forward to Dustin guessing what it is.
Okay, yeah, I love these guesses. I'll get it within. Let's play a game. I'll say how many clues I'll get it within.
Okay.
I'll give
it 10? Over under 10?
I was gonna say 10. Give me 8. 8 questions.
All right.
Okay. Is this player signing in the East?
No.
Interesting. So that means he's in the West. Is he a defensive player?
No.
So he's an offensive player that's signed in the West. Okay. Is he a receiver?
No.
Damn.
It's 3.
Is he a running back?
No. 4.
What? Is this another offensive line thing?
Correct.
Oh,
5.
That wasn't even supposed to be a question. I wasted a question. So it's a re-signing somewhere because he wasn't cut by anybody. Is that correct? It's a re-signing.
Sure. Yes.
What do you mean? Sure. Yes.
He's a pending free agent.
Yeah. So he re-signed with the team that he was going to sign with. Is it a rider?
No.
Damn.
6.
Is it an elk?
No. 7.
Oh no. I'm not going to get this. Okay, let me think. Broxton. BC.
No.
Okay, I didn't get it.
Bombers and Stanley Bryant, 1-year extension.
Oh, damn it. I should have totally guessed Stanley Bryant. I thought he'd already re-signed.
Classic.
Oh, man, I suck at the CFL guessing game.
You were close. You were on the doorstep knocking.
I mean, Broxton's pretty good.
Yeah, and you had linemen, you guessed the division. Well, did you guess? I guess you asked the questions. You were right.
I mean, but if you're going to guess
whittled it down good enough.
How did I not guess the greatest offensive lineman in CFL history?
Yeah.
I'm rusty. I'm rusty on my CFL guessing knowledge. I'm sorry, everybody. I feel like I let you down. Was that the first time Alicia ever played Kind of Easy Trivia? Did she say, Trev? Did you talk to her? I feel like she might have played once before, maybe. I don't know. She'll text us. I know she was listening.
To look in the archives.
Yeah, find out.
I think that was the first I picked.
No, she just texted in right as I said it. That's got to be before I said it. That was quick.
Yeah,
okay.
that was quick.
That was like instant reaction.
Let's go.
Yeah, first timer. Congratulations. Well done. All right. Do you have a Twitter account?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why?
I was going to let you. We were going to plug it here.
My Twitter account?
Yeah, your Twitter account.
At
nothing. I'm not doing anything over here. What's your Twitter account?
At Lieutenant_.
Nice.
I put out a poll.
Oh, what's the poll?
Who you rooting for? And I got Pats and Hawks.
Can I guess?
Well, let's see what the numbers are. Yeah. What do you think right now? Between Patriots and Seahawks, what do you think that's at? Early days.
I think you're going to have more Seahawks followers. I want to say Seahawks 65, Patriots 35.
Ooh, close. Seahawks 68, Patriots 31.
Oh, that was a really good guess.
And now it's just changed to 65-34.
Is that what I guessed?
0.5. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I nailed
so
it.
Just as you said that, it changed.
Oh, I'm so back. Like I bounced back quickly from the Stanley Bryant guess. So that's good.
Stanley who?
Trev, do you have a YouTube account?
A YouTube account?
No. Sorry, a Twitter account.
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It is at
look at LeBron! Not with the right. He throws it down with the left hand.
So you know what you asked us personally? I said, "What's the game here? Something's afoot."
Sorry, Trev. Oh, look at Trev. He's so sad now. Oh, he's giving me, he's Willie Nylandering me, but with the index. YouTube_Trev on Twitter. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Do you guys think Bouchard will ever be a finalist for the Norris Trophy?
That's for defensemen, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Trev, what do you got, buddy?
Well, his season a few years ago where he got...
How close
points?
was he?
82 points.
Yeah, well, how close was he then? He had to have been like...
4th or 5th in voting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's going to have to pop off. If he gets like a 90 point... Like, I mean, that's all it is nowadays. I just made a video.
Well, that's what they say, unless you're Evan Bouchard.
Well, but no, like it was a different, like there's a little bit more of a difference, I think, between like, because Tyson Barrie in the bubble year, the North Division, whatever.
Yeah.
He led the league in scoring for a defenseman.
He did that year,
He was the first defenseman in NHL history to not get a single vote. So, and he wasn't, he was good offensively, not nearly as gifted as Bouchard, but he didn't have the blunders like Bouch does, right? So, I don't know. I think he could be. Well, what was the question? Is he going to win it or be a finalist?
Just be a finalist. I think he'll be a finalist at some point. Don't you think?
He'll be a finalist.
Right now, top 3 scoring defensemen in the National Hockey League: Cale Makar, 56 points; Zach Werenski, 55 points; Evan Bouchard, 55 points.
Yeah, he's right there. That's. I mean, that's all it comes down to these days is just points.
Lane Hudson, 53 points; Quinn Hughes, 48 points; Darren Radish.
Yeah, man. What a
43 points.
Point per game player.
Ageless wonder John Carlson at 43 points. Morrissey at 42. Sanderson at 41. Great year. And Heiskanen has 40 points in 50 games. Really good offensive year for Heiskanen there, too.
So good.
All right. What do you think, Oilers fans?
He will be. This year.
Right. This year?
No, probably not this year.
I think he'll be a finalist at some point.
Yeah. A 90-point season. Does he get 100 points in his career, maybe? That would do it.
I mean, if you're not a finalist for the Norris Trophy, if you have 100 points in a season,
that's crazy.
People they really hate
Tell
you.
me about this guy.
Ben, formerly in a van, texts in and says, I went to the Saturday. Shout out to everybody who got to go to the game on Saturday. I think our friend Jess Jackson was there with her son.
Yeah.
Must have been an absolutely phenomenal night.
Road Dog Trev had his EST hat.
He threw it for the hat trick, yeah. It's cool seeing one of our hats thrown for a hat trick. Yeah. First time I ever seen that. That was nice. Ben, formerly in a van, texts in and says, I went to the Saturday game with my buddy who's a huge Bouchard fan. Before the game started, I leaned over and I said, I can't wait to call you out every time Bouch makes a bad play, and there's going to be a lot. I think he had the last laugh.
Well,
it worked out. It worked out for him. Sharpie says Bouchard should win a Norris Trophy. It's no longer a defensive award, and he's a monster offensively. And Norman the Combine says hashtag bring back Barrie. Hey, if you want to see Tyson Barrie, he joined us last week on the show Friday to plug Chili Ones, which is the beer that he's launched.
Yeah.
Just 3%. Extremely crushable.
Didn't get to play his song, but speaking of songs, there is a duck in town tonight that is a
Strome. Sound of the day coming up.
I think
good idea. We'll play coming back at 8:30 here too. Ryan Strome goal song coming up. Good one, Rick. Question number 2: who's the better quarterback in the Super Bowl this year, May or Darnold?
This is a trick question. I feel it's Darnold. What you like better?
I don't know. The question is just who's the better quarterback. Drake May's going to finish second in MVP voting.
Again, he's going to pass for like 98 yards. He'll rush in a touchdown and be named Super Bowl MVP. And everybody like, he's the best quarterback ever.
This is some Josh Allen angst.
My answer is Darnold. Now, ask me this in 5 years' time or whatever, right? Drake May probably has a good long career ahead of him. And he will probably get better and better. And, you know.
I mean, Sam Darnold just won 14 games in back-to-back seasons with 2 different teams.
Right.
Which had never been done. The 2 different teams thing.
But nobody, you can't. When you think of Sam Darnold, like it's that Jets era on him that he can't knock that Jets stank. Like whenever I hear Sam Darnold or I think of Sam Darnold, why is my mind not going to at least goodness? Not greatness, but goodness, as you just mentioned. Back-to-back years, 2 different teams. He's in a Super Bowl. But it's Sam Darnold.
That's the thing. Like, who would you... Like, I mean, the spin-off of this question would be, who would you want at quarterback in this game? Darnold?
Sam Darnold.
Or Drake May? I think... I don't know.
Just based on experience. And I know Darnold's never been here before, but neither has Drake May.
Yeah.
I'm saying Drake May can go on and have a great career. He probably will. He's got all the tools to do it. But I think even Pats fans are surprised that they've fast-forwarded their evolution to be here in a Super Bowl right now. So I would take Darnold and lean on the experience, albeit not Super Bowl related.
Darnold or Drake May in this game? Who would you rather have as your quarterback? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Georgia Satellite says, May looked so nervous. It's Darnold until May doesn't look like a deer caught in headlights.
And that'll come.
Aiden says, I would say the MVP runner-up is better. So he would be on the side of Drake May in this situation. Scoobs texts and says, guys, my buddy is a Vikings fan. I'm a Jets fan. He said it's going to hurt to see Darnold in the Super Bowl. I said, cry me a river. Who's it worse for, guys? Jets fans or Vikings fans? I think it's probably worse for Vikings fans. Jets fans, you've been through all of it.
Yeah.
The Vikings fan moved on from this guy last year after he won you 14 games, and now he's led another team to a race straight to the Super Bowl. Like, that's
in hopes of what you had was going to be. Now, that didn't hit. But for the Jets to see him go off and have 2 successful with 2 different teams, that
hurt. That might hurt even a little bit more.
But you're right. They're so used to hurt right now that it's added to the list.
Tom to the Paris Jewelers inbox today says, I feel like May has the steadiness of him that manages games. So is there a steadiness there that you'd rather have in a game like this one? Bronco Nick is going with Darnold. I mean, that is a guy coming off a loss to Drake May, so there might be a little bit of anger in that answer. 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in. Georgia Satellite says, as a Vikings fan, it is 100% worse. Danny C says, for this game, I take Darnold. After the game, I would definitely take May. I guess he says moving forward.
Jarrett Stidham. No, but it wasn't a complete disaster.
No, it wasn't a complete disaster, but
if they have Bo Nix,
I think they probably win that game.
Yeah.
Question number 3. I guess this is tied into Alex Honnold, who climbed Taipei 101 and had previously in his life free soloed El Capitan, which was 3,000 feet, no ropes, craziest face in the world, apparently.
Said he listened to Tool while he was climbing. The band Tool. That's what he had in his...
well, he's climbing Taipei 101?
Yeah.
Really?
Long prog rock songs. And he said he'd used that timing to kind of let himself know where he was at. So,
all right. Question number 3. What is the highest you guys have ever climbed? Trev, you said you're a tree climber. What's the highest you climbed up a tree? Rick, what's the highest? What's the highest we've ever climbed? What's your best climbing story? Maybe is the best way to ask this.
I went through a phase of rock climbing with my buds in the past right after high school. Like we would just
with ropes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The good old
Really?
carabiners. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I went through a huge phase, and my cousin also was pretty big in it. So did that for maybe like a year.
So what's the highest? What was the highest you climbed then?
Like we mainly just they were just big boulders.
Okay.
Like, we would kind of
find a way to climb a boulder.
Yeah. So nothing too crazy there. But yeah, climbed some big trees, climbed some buildings. Growing up when I was a little
You
brat.
did climb buildings and you were a little brat. Oh boy.
There wasn't a school I didn't climb like growing up.
Like climbed up to the roof?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That was like my favorite thing. I'd be like, let's go out, boys. Let's just go climb some schools.
You and Alex Honnold are like the Spider-Man meme right now where you're pointing at each other.
Yeah, kind of.
Same guy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love.
So you could climb our building then probably.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. And I was a little spider monkey, man.
Yeah.
I was always climbing trees. I would always scare my grandma when she got home because I'd climb up the tree. I'd be like, Grandma,
get back to work.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing out here? Go make your hacky sacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, schools was my favorite to climb.
They don't they grease up the poles now to like?
I haven't climbed one in a few years.
What's your best climbing story, Rick?
Like 2 years ago, I was in the River Valley. I was walking we were having an Oilers. It was at Hudson's on White.
All right.
And I was on my way there, and I was in the River Valley by the Groat Road Bridge, and it started raining very, very hard.
No.
Like torrential downpour. And I'm like, well, I'm screwed now. So I went and hid in the bush. And as I was hiding in the bush, there was a homeless guy in there. And he said, hey, man. And I was like, oh, great. Now, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey. And he starts making his way through the bush. Like I'm right here, and he's kind of down in a bit of a gully by a drain pipe. And he's like, hey, you got a layer? So he's asking all. I'm like, oh, I got to get away from this guy. And he didn't look like a friendly,
Yeah.
So I said, well, either I stay and talk to him, or I have to climb
up out of the River Valley.
And this is at one of those spots in the River Valley where it's pretty much 90 degrees straight. And it's been raining now for 20 minutes. Monsoon rains. So I start making my ascent. And extremely muddy. Were you there?
No, I wish I would have seen
showed
this.
up. I had mud all over me. But so I'm climbing. I'm pretty much making love to the hillside because you can't. And I couldn't grip on anything because it was mud. So my feet kept slipping. So I had to grab on like weeds and roots. And every time I thought I'd reached the top, I hadn't. It was just another kind of, so you and there's no place to stop. So I was halfway, and then I looked down, and it was very, very steep. I don't know how when I made it up, it was like Shawshank climbing out of the tube. I got up, I laid down, and I was covered in mud. And I can't believe to this day I made it up because it was exhausting. Looking at what this guy did, climbing, and Trev can echo this. The rock climbing, that's some of the best cardio work and all around strength.
Doing that stuff
because every muscle in your body is getting a workout at that point. So when I got to the top, I was covered in mud. I laid there panting. And then some guy was watching the rain by his house, and he saw this go down. And he asked if I was okay. I said I was. And then I said, can I stand under because he was standing under a tree. So I stood with him for about 10 minutes, kind of drying myself off. But it was a harrowing act because I thought that my life was on the line. And then as I was climbing, I again thought my life was on the line.
Yeah, that's
because if I would have fallen, or
maybe the guy that you were running from had first aid.
My phone was precariously slipping out of my phone fell out.
Then you got to go back down.
I got back down. I can't go back down. Like there was no way down.
What a story!
If I fell, I would have been.
Yeah,
I would.
Mine's slightly different. I was on my golf trip probably 10 years ago now, and we were getting into it pretty good. And my one buddy couldn't drink anymore. And he's like, I'm going back to the room. And I said, okay, but you have the only key, so make sure you leave the door open. So a couple hours later, me and my buddy Tanier, we get back to the room, and Vis is in the room passed out. And we're knocking on the door. We're knocking on the door. We're knocking on the door. And we're on the second floor at Bighorn Resort in Radium. And we're knocking on the door, and he's not picking up. He's not getting up. He's not coming to let us in. And we're yelling. He's out. So I said, there's only one way we get in here. So we go around to the balconies, and I looked at Tom. I said, I'm gonna climb up this thing. And he said, no, you're not. I said, I am. So we got this sketchy little chair, got off the chair up until the first pillar. And then from the first pillar, I pulled myself up to the second level, jumped over the balcony. Luckily, that door was unlocked. We went in, we beat the crap out of this. We woke him up. We're just pounding on him. We're like, what are you doing? The next day we looked at the setup. We actually put a wiry chair on top of a wiry table. And then Tanel held it, and I had my Spider-Man moment. I scaled the side of this building. It was pretty impressive.
We each get our own keys for the room, right? And
Netflix should do a story about all of our climbing scenarios here.
You could have a series.
Somebody said Trev was up in the tree throwing hacky sacks at his grandma. She walked back in. You call this a hacky sack? All right, 780-218-9999. Tom texts in with my text or my story. It says, "Oh my God, that's Jason Bourne." I barely even remembered it the next day. It was a horrible idea, people. I mean, when you become adults, you need to behave better.
Piss out of him though.
But that, we went in. I got a video I'll show you later. It's the funniest video ever. He like, we turn on the lights. And we go in and we like give him a dead leg, like a leg he's sleeping. And he gets up and he's just in his gidge and he looks at and he charges us like a bull, and we're like Matador. And I got the video and he comes running at us. And I just kept recording when I turned and he just fell right down.
Good going after that dead leg though first.
Oh yeah, got him good. Right, that's how you woke him up. You're gonna leave us knocked outside. All right, what do we got? Gager's coming up. We'll find out if he's ever climbed anything hilariously. GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast coming up as well. We'll get Gager's thoughts on Evan Bouchard and the 6-point night that he put together on Saturday and the elite company that he finds himself in here after 400 NHL games. We'll get into that with Gager. Coming up, if you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we got a sports update coming your way. You're going to get a couple minutes of commercials and a traffic update with Pauline Higgins. Then you'll be back with us on TuneIn, on iHeart, and over on YouTube. We do have the sports update. If you're watching on YouTube this morning, smash the thumbs up for us. We are 28 likes away from changing 300. Send in your climbing stories to 780-218-9999. Here's the update.
Super Bowl 60 is set as Sam Darnold led the Seahawks with 3 touchdowns over the Rams, 31-27. Earlier in the day in the AFC Championship, it was the Patriots outlasting the Broncos 10-7. Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara, California goes Sunday, February the 8th. Oilers and Ducks tonight from Rogers Place. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game show here on EST. Coverage begins at 5:30. Ducks victorious last night down in Calgary, 4-3 in overtime against the Flames. Anaheim head into tonight having won 7 straight. Elsewhere yesterday, Panthers over the Blackhawks 5-1. Pittsburgh getting past Vancouver 3-2. Vegas have now lost 3 of 4. They get spanked in Ottawa 7-1 by the Sens. Seattle doubling up New Jersey 4-2. And a Brock Nelson hat trick leading Colorado over Toronto 4-1. Oilers and Ducks, one of 5 games around the NHL tonight. Oil Kings picking up a 5-1 win over the Blades yesterday. Ethan McKenzie, a pair of goals and an assist in the win. Oil Kings will visit the Hitmen on Wednesday. Raptors with a 103-101 victory against the Thunder yesterday. Raptors will host the Knicks Wednesday. Tonight, Chicago hosts the Lakers in one of 7 games. Scotties Tournament of Hearts round robin action from Mississauga. Yesterday evening, it was both Alberta rinks picking up wins. Just the one Alberta rink in action today at noon. It'll be Kayla Skurlik's 1-1 team up against Nunavut. Scotty Scheffler dropped 4 birdies on a 6-hole stretch. He'd closed 6 under 66 to take the American Express. Scheffler becomes the second fastest player to 20 PGA Tour wins, while Patrick Reed would win a 4-shot victory at the Dubai Desert Classic. And CFL News, the Blue Bombers have signed American offensive lineman Stanley Bryant to a 1-year extension. He was a pending free agent. 39-year-old has spent the last 10 seasons in Winnipeg. Joaquin Gage joins the show next as Hour 3 continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Hey Pete, hey Poho, tell them what you did. It was a big blockbuster made cause Ebbs was lackluster, so in the end he just had to go. Yeah, that sounds about right. They sent him to New York and they landed Ryan Strome. Now he's got a song on the show. Right. He does all kinds of drills that give you all kinds of thrills, but the thrill he's never known is a thrill like he's dreaming. All the fans are screaming. It's another goal for Ryan Strome. Ryan Strome. Wanna see him dangle Ryan Suter. Strome. Wanna see him be 97 shooter. Yeah. Strome. Wanna see that smiling face. It's another goal for Ryan Strome. That's a very, very good thing.
We know this sexy old lady named Renee, baby, who likes to wear men's jeans. She's got a Ryan Strome road jersey, and it's bursting right at the seams.
Now this song's designed to blow your mind, but your minds won't really be blown. Like the blow you'll be feeling at Rogers Place, screaming it's another goal for Ryan Strome. Ryan Strome. Wanna see him dangle Ryan Suter. Strome. Wanna see him be 97 shooter. Strome. Wanna see that smiling face. It's another goal for Ryan Strome.
8:36. It is the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here this morning. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, please tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio. We think they'll enjoy it. We got a GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast coming up. And we're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio this morning. Oilers and Ducks tonight. We're going to set that up. That game's on Prime. It's a 6:30 puck drop. To shout out to Prime for being in the house. So we get it a little bit earlier than we usually would.
Yeah, Verk and the boys.
Which is, Adam and Verk will be on EST afternoons today. And I think Reed was lined up Andy Petrillo for his show as well. So we'll have some Prime folks on to set up this game tonight for sure. Our next guest, Joaquin Gage from EST Afternoons. He joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs, hot, hearty, and made to satisfy. Joaquin Gage, what's up, man? How you doing?
Happy Monday, everybody. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Hope your weekend was great.
Good to see you, too. How about Evan Bouchard, eh? 6 points, sets up the winner as he's being tripped going down to the ice.
Offensively gifted?
Has one of the, we can't call him offensively gifted anymore. There's a guy in the chat who's losing his mind right now. Stop calling him offensively gifted. It disrespects how good he is at everything. And I'm just like, it's a compliment to me to say somebody's offensively gifted. Like you're a top 3 offensive defenseman in the National Hockey League. Sorry for pointing it out. Gager, he had one of the best games a defenseman has ever had in the National Hockey League. What can you say about his performance on Saturday?
That I feel very bad for Evan Bouchard now. I feel awful for him because every Oiler fan is going to expect this every single game moving forward. And he was awesome. It's funny because I find that when I'm within the walls of EST, our critiques of Evan Bouchard are heavy. But I find myself when I'm out in the wild defending Evan Bouchard at times because you have to look at the whole picture, like take a couple steps back and what he's capable of. I think even Connor McDavid said, when he does after the game, when he's at his best, there's not many guys that can play at that elite level, right?
And he wasn't talking about defensemen. Connor basically said, we're talking like in the league.
He's one of the best players in the league, and when you cannot, it's not a one-off with this game. Like you would look, maybe someone else does this that has a night like that. It's a one-off game, but looking at the players that have done this before and the conversation of Evan Bouchard, when you compare certain things he does offensively with Orr, with Coffey, with Bork, all the guys that you mentioned that you're comparing him to are all Hall of Famers. So I'm sure this is a discussion for 2 guys in the summer, but will Evan Bouchard, is he a Hall of Fame player? And if he keeps putting up these types of offensive numbers, I don't see how he cannot be.
You're right. I mean, if he keeps producing at this clip, he will be a Hall of Famer. Just based on offensive stats alone. Swain had that we talked about around 7:30 this morning. In his first 400 career NHL regular season games, Bouchard has 69 goals, 224 assists, 15 game-winning goals, and a plus-minus of plus 66. The only other 4 defensemen with those numbers in their first 400 games, Ray Bourque, Cale Makar, Bobby Orr, and Dennis Potvin, which is, that's the elite of the elite that he's joining. So let me ask you this, Gager. Why is he not on Team Canada? Why is he not top 3 in Norris voting ever? Why? What? You said it. Around here, we talk about him, and we sit here and we'll be like, oh, we'll have our text chat, and he lets a guy go open to the net. We're on it, and then I'm sitting here the next day on the show going, he should be on Team Canada ahead of Parayko. So, he's a fascinating study, but is he overlooked around the rest of the league, do you think, for the eliteness that he does bring to the game?
I think a little bit. It's just Evan Bouchard's he's an enigma. He's wrapped in a riddle because of I think you referred to it as the controller becoming unplugged, right, Dusty? It just seems like at certain times, but maybe it's the market too, right? If Evan Bouchard is playing, you made the comparison earlier to playing in Colorado. Maybe the mistakes aren't as magnified as they are here. But they seem to always, the results of his mistakes always seem to end up in the back of the net. Like defensemen make mistakes a lot, but a lot of times there's a recovery or a goaltender makes a save. But it just seems like when he makes a mistake, it's huge. But when he does something on the other side of the puck, it's huge. Like it's one side or the other. He's the most polarizing player with according to his skill that I've ever seen. It's just amazing what he does.
Gager, we saw both goaltenders Saturday night. Your thoughts on those performances, and who would you give the crease to this evening against the high-flying Ducks?
I think you run with Jari, don't you, boys? I think
I'd be stunned if they don't start Jari tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was funny because Nabla was watching they had him on the big screen when that third goal went in, and it's still a stoppable puck, but it does go off, I believe, Stastny's leg just to adjust the flight pattern of the puck a little bit. But Ingram didn't look that great, and that's although it sucks those types of games for goaltenders because you look and see how hard your team's getting to get back in, and then you allow a goal, and it's just you feel like you're almost powerless at that point. But they got the win. It was a great game, best game of the year by far. It was absolutely fantastic. I don't see how you can't put Jari back in the net in this situation just because of the way the game came back and they won in overtime, and he made some pretty good saves too.
I don't want to gloss over McDavid's night on Saturday either. Bouchard gets 6 points, but Connor wins it in overtime, 5-point night.
Third star.
As soon as Draisaitl sort of deflected that puck and you didn't see McDavid in the shot, you're just like, oh, McDavid's waiting. And then Bouchard pulled it down, and McDavid's waiting at center, fire it up to him. And he got stopped just moments earlier. So this time he went backhand, and he makes it look so easy. When it's not, he was awesome. What can you say?
It's funny because I think the hockey processor only works at McDavid at that level where, okay, if Draisaitl just tips that, and if Bouchard uses a 4-foot vertical to grab that puck and just bank it off the boards, I'll get a breakaway, right? But you didn't see him in the whole shot, Dusty. He was sniffing that whole time.
Oh, yeah.
He was playing. It was pretty fun. But saying that, one of the best parts I think of the night when I was watching, when they were down late in the third, and Jack Michael's call, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I looked at the time and it was still over a minute. I go, Jack, are you going to keep this up for another minute?
Jack put it into overgear with about just over 2 minutes left.
I think he knew it was hockey night in Canada, and it looked like the Oilers were going to tie it. They were just all over him. But man, what a call. Well, that brought me to the edge of my seat. More so just listening to Jack and see if he was going to bust a vocal cord at that point. But it was awesome. That was just great. And then Hyman puts it in.
Gager, what's your greatest climbing story? What's your greatest climbing achievement? We've been talking about that on the show a little bit today.
Well, I used to, I'm from Vancouver where there's lots of mountains. So I did climb, I don't know if you refer to the grouse grind as climbing up a mountain. We used to go out towards Squamish and do what's called the Chief, where there's a few more ropes fastened into rocks, and you would use those to pull up. And when you get to the top of the Chief, that's pretty cool. But none of the chalk on the hands free climbing stuff.
Okay, what a cool name for a climb though, the Chief. Craig climb the Chief today.
I climbed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
yeah. That was.
Did you watch? Did you watch that climb thing, Rick?
I watched Free Solo, and that was enough.
Oh, you did watch that?
Oh yeah, I watched that years ago.
Okay,
yeah, you have to.
That sounds like it's even. like 10 times crazier than this. Like,
oh yeah, it's Alex. I forget his last name. Yeah. So this is before, like, it's a whole documentary on him, and he's a special guy. Like but he doesn't have a wife at this point yet. No child. Like, this is way before, and the planning to do the chief or the El Capitan was it's very hard to watch, Dusty, when he does it. Like, because he obviously climbs it, but he goes out in the morning and doesn't tell anybody, and they go, we got to go film this, because Alex is going, but it's pretty funny because his wife now, she was a climber. That's obviously how they met. And they went up climbing, and she did something wrong, and he actually fell and kind of broke his ankle. Yeah, he wasn't too happy about that. But for any sort of anxiety movie, you want to watch Free Solo, because it is nuts.
And what's the movie you said, Gager?
Fall.
Or, LT? Fall.
Have you ever heard of Fall, Gager?
No.
Two women, they go out in like the Nevada desert or something. They find some sort of abandoned, what do you call it? Satellite, like one of those real long, skinny towers. And they climb it, they're having fun, but nobody knows they're there. And then they get like halfway or 3/4 of the way, and things go awry, and
I feel like they must die if the movie's called Fall.
But the way,
if they lived, it'd be called Climb.
Well, maybe there's two.
Okay,
they both don't.
Oh, jeez.
I watched
but the camera work on that is just it's intense.
I watched a few other ones too. I got into, after watching the Free Solo, I watched a few different ones of a guy going all over the world. That climbing culture is it's different. It's really different. But gosh, I can't imagine.
I thought in the Point Break remake, when they did the climb, I was like, oh, this can't be real. But apparently people do that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That poor impressive Point Break remake. I watched that the other day. I was hoping it got better, but it didn't.
Yeah, it's tough to compare it to, like, as a standalone movie, I didn't mind it. But it's just a different movie. They shouldn't even have called it Point Break. That was frustrating. All right, Gager, we'll see you around the office later on.
All right, can't wait.
All right, there you go. That's Joaquin Gage. He'll be in on EST Afternoons with Hernan Sal's. Adnan Verk from Prime Video is going to join those guys at 1:20 today.
Think about this guy, too, on that Taipei Tower. Did you see the wind, too? Like,
I know. It was windy.
It's not like it was a calm day. Like, that wind,
that was insane. Norman at Combine Tick and says, boys, is there something wrong with the FM feed? It's all about Bouchard and that he's actually good. Come on, you guys. Like the chat, like Krager texts in and says Bouchard is way too inconsistent. But if you look over on the chat on YouTube today, like I see Gutshot Ninja says Bouchard has more bad games than good games, which I would disagree with. I mean, he has more good games than bad games. Miguel says, not the market. I've seen a lot of hockey. His bonehead plays are the most glaring that I've ever seen. Arthur says the only reason Bouch looks bad is because he has the puck so much. I kind of sort of agree with all of it. Like, first of all, I don't agree with he has more bad games than good games. He definitely has more good games than bad games. It's just that when he makes a mistake, even though there are probably less mistakes than a lot of the other elite guys make, when he makes mistakes, it seems like it's a 10-bell error.
And the body language on some of those mistakes too, like fair or unfair, they do jump off the page, right?
The other thing that frustrates me is he refuses to battle in front of his own net.
There's that.
It's more of like getting out of the way and but he's so damn good at the other end of the ice. And he's better than we think at the defensive end. And you can't, as much as, he has some detractors, you can't tell me that he isn't as good, or that he isn't significantly better than Parayko and Sanheim and Doughty. I mean, Bouchard, the gift that keeps on giving, conversation-wise, in this city.
Yeah,
Let's get to
Tube Sock says, keeps things entertaining.
Yeah,
we
there's no
agree on that. That's a big tent.
Like, he could have 5 points tonight, or he could do something in the third period that allows the Ducks to win the game. We've seen them. We've seen it both.
Stay tuned.
Ooh, must-watch television.
It really is.
Tonight,
you can't turn away.
Sure.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's like watching that guy climb the building.
I'm going to say tonight's one of those nights where he's got like 3 points plus 3, and they win. What say you? 780-218-9999. Let's get into your GCL diesel orange and blue breakfast. GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They're the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta area for over 50 years. Oilers and Ducks tonight. The Ducks have won 3 of last 4 against Edmonton, and they've won 7 in a row rolling into this one. 3-0 on a road trip right now. They beat Colorado, they beat Seattle, and they beat Calgary last night. Edmonton, after dropping a couple to New Jersey and Pittsburgh, back in the win column in thrilling fashion with that 6-5 win in overtime over Washington on Saturday. When we last saw the Oil, McDavid with Hyman and Nuge, Draisaitl with Podkolzin and Mangiapane, Roslovic, Howard and Savoy, Lazar, Matthias Janmark, and Frederick, Ekholm, Bush, Nurse, Emberson, Wallman, and Stastny. As for the Ducks and what they are rolling with right now, Granlund between Seneca, who had the hat trick last night, and Killorn, Palin with Gauthier and Jeffrey Veal, Jansen Harkins with Ryan Strome and Chris Kreider, Tim Walsh, Ian Moore, and Ross Johnston. Jackson Lacombe and Trouba, Mintyukov and Hellenson, Zellweger, and Radko Gudas. Somewhere low tide will be fired up with Radko Gudas in the house tonight. As for a list of guys who aren't tough enough to play hockey, Rick, what do we got?
For the visiting Ducks, and I just want to give me 1 second here. There it is. So a handful of players for the Ducks who aren't good to go tonight. On the IR, Troy Terry, Frank Vetrano, and Peter Mrazek. Leo Carlson is out. Mason McTavish listed as day-to-day. And for the Edmonton Oilers, not much has changed. Adam Henrique and Kasperi Kapanen still out.
All right, what is your key to a victory tonight?
Key to a victory tonight, Ville Husso in net.
Oh, that's your key to a victory tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those
you would think
played good against the Oilers.
Night, yeah.
Husso had a big game last year as a member of the Detroit Red Wings, but I think avoiding Dostal will go a long way tonight.
My game day prediction, I would say Bouchard scores another one. Red hot.
Sure.
Keeps rolling. Evan Bouchard goal. Find it over at playalberta.ca. Let's get to a couple of text messages on this. Giant Mike says, you find what you're looking for. People are watching for every mistake because he does make the odd brutal error.
Yeah.
He definitely makes up for the mistakes, though. Big Slam Nasty says Bouch is all about calculated risks that don't usually go his way. If only he used his damn game sense sometimes. I would say that, yes, he is all about calculated risks, but I would say usually they do go his way. But when they don't, it just looks bad.
And magnified.
Collingwood Rob says, I climbed a ladder outside over 462 feet while helping build the Shell Scotford silo out in Fort Sask. That was back in 1984. Once up top, all I had was a harness hooked up to a guide wire that went around the perimeter up top. I was scared of heights, and that was my first day on the job. Needless to say, I'm not afraid of heights anymore, but that was a scary day. Jeez Louise. All right, let's dive into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done at William Huff. WilliamHuff.com. They've been doing it since 1952. All right, what did we learn today, boys? What did we learn today?
We learned the term dwinger from Darren Dreger to describe Evan Bouchard. Also, some CFL news and notes. Stanley Bryant, 1-year extension in Winnipeg, and I think it's official now. But Tim White and the Ticats officially mutually agreeing to part ways.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if somebody hops on Tim White before free agency begins. It's probably it's great for those guys to get released early.
Yeah,
and then they can get ahead of it.
If you're a suitor out there, I'm just saying that needs a.
I think the Elks should pull the trigger on Tim White?
I don't know.
I like Tim White, but is the best of Tim White now behind him? I'm curious.
Pretty price tag.
Let's get to your sound of the day today. He's in town.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Poho. Tell him what you did. It was a big blockbuster made cause Ebbs was lackluster, so in the end he just had to go. Yeah, that sounds about right. They sent him to New York and they landed Ryan Strome. Now he's got a song on the show. Right. He does all kinds of drills that give you all kinds of thrills, but the thrill he's never known is a thrill like he's dreaming. All the fans are screaming. It's another goal for Ryan Strome. Ryan Strome. Wanna see him dangle Ryan Suter. Strome. Wanna see him be 97 shooter. Yeah. Strome. Wanna Wanna see that smiling face. It's another goal for Ryan Strome.
That's a very, very good thing. We know this sexy old lady named Renee Baby who likes to wear men's jeans. She's got a Ryan Strome road jersey, and it's bursting right at the seams.
Now this song's designed to blow your mind, but your minds won't really be blown. Like the blow you'll be feeling at Rogers Place, screaming, it's another goal for Ryan Strome. Ryan Strome. Wanna see him dangle Ryan Suter. Strome. Wanna see him be 97 shooter. Strome. Wanna see that smiling face. It's another goal for Ryan Strome.
Ryan Strome goal song, Thanks for Nothing, Peter Chiarelli. We are one like away from changing 300. Let's just do it. We're going to get there right now. Trev, hit it. Somebody's going to click on it right now, and we're going to be changing 300.
Changing 100.
Oh, look.
Did it just happen?
I didn't even hit the thumb up today.
Oh, so you hit it. A classic mix-up.
Wow.
Let's get to your Royal Pizza.
Those
it's a
wings
text
are
of the day.
great.
Royal Pizza.
I had wings on Saturday.
You ate 8.
I ate 7. Tam had 1.
Oh, okay.
I ate 7 of 8.
Lemon pepper, salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper. I went salt and pepper.
Try the hot.
Royal Pizza on Saturday night in the Nielson household. It was absolutely delicious. Check it out, royalpizza.ca. Visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area.
They're still talking about it in the halls of the Nielson household. Hey?
Oh, it's,
the kids are still. There's still
the kids
whispers.
are still loving it.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, Elizabeth's going to write about it in grade 3 today at school. Daddy ordered Royal Pizza on Saturday,
and
this time he got wings because he said Lieutenant Eric. It's just a nice, and she draws a little picture with it and everything.
Oh yes,
that would be great. Yeah.
Descriptive.
Your text of the day, Dr. Dry is going to take home text of the day today. Cavis Reed's uncles watching him getting punched in the face.
We did not care.
Great pull.
That's a good throwback.
Yeah.
That's a good throwback. Nice work, Dr. Dre. You've won yourself a gift certificate to Royal Pizza. Pick it up at our place. All right, what are we watching tonight, boys? How about a 6:30 start on Prime? How's that sound? Prime was sending us a care package. I was hoping it was going to be here by this morning. I don't know if it is. Well, obviously not now.
Didn't Remus? I think I watched Remus
open one of those. They're sending us one of those. I wanted one of those.
Yeah.
If it shows up today, I guess the afternoon boys can break into it.
Well, Oilers Ducks 6:30, Lakers Bulls at 6.
Yeah, a nice little double dip tonight.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got power skating tonight. Not me, although I could probably use it. And Elizabeth swims tonight. But there could be a 2TV night in the Nielsen household.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hey, make plans to join Tommy and I. We are going to be live. I'm going to be live at Boston Pizza, Sherwood Park today from 11 until 1. We'll do the lock shop. I think some of the D-Gen Den crew are going to be rolling in there. So we'll be there from 11 until 1. Oil Stream starts at noon. Pasta Tuesday, every day in the month of January at Boston Pizza. So make plans to swing on by and join us for lunch today for the Boston Pizza Oil Stream. That's 11 Broadway Boulevard in Sherwood Park. We'd love to see you. All right, we're going to get you back to classic rock over on 95.7 Cruise FM. What do we got coming up? Foo Fighters, Everlong.
Oh, that's a great song.
That's on the both the boys are like, oh, it's a great song. So if you like classic rock, you like good tunes, stick around on 95.7. You want good, entertaining sports talk, static free the rest of the day. Stay right here with us. Turn on autoplay over on YouTube and keep listening on TuneIn or iHeart. And if you're listening on the radio and you want to pop in and get some sports talk today, download iHeart, download TuneIn. Those are free. Is this a CFL signing?
No.
Oh.
Do you want to keep guessing?
Can I guess anyway?
Oilers.
Any Oilers related?
Yeah.
Picker going on waivers?
No.
Ingram sent down?
No.
No. Kaplan's back?
No.
What else could it be?
Do
a trade?
No.
Well, then, just tell me.
The Oilers have recalled forward.
Max Jones?
No.
Clattenburg?
No.
No, he's been hurt. Hudson?
No.
What? Yarventi?
No.
Who are we missing?
He's going to be an Olympian.
Samansky. Oh, my God.
And have loaned forward Isaac Howard.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We'll discuss on the Oil Stream. We'll get into it on the Hangout as well. Samansky. Recalled. Samansky. Trev's just shook.
Yeah.
Howard loaned down. Interesting. What's up with this? Anyway, We'll continue to talk about it here on Edmonton Sports Talk all day long. Stick around and tune in, iHeart, and over on YouTube. Let's get you back to Classic Rock on 95.7 Cruise FM. For YouTube, Trev, who's just rattled right now, and Lieutenant Irk, I'm Dustin Nielsen. Take it easy.